Welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. We're here after 3 or 4 weeks of not being here. Special guest is here today with us, Isaac. Yeah!
Round of applause. Isaac, you have anything to say? You have anything to say now that you're back?
Hi guys.
Did you watch any of the episodes that we filmed?
Yep.
What was
right.
our last
And
episode
I
about?
liked them too.
What did we do in the last episodes?
You guys were doing a blind ranking. I think it was like power forwards or something.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Wow. Come on.
That was like 2 minutes of the episode.
What the fuck?
That was like 2 minutes.
You heard football's back?
Jesus. Yeah, I had to
Isaac's
show
back.
up. I was like, football, I know something about that.
Yeah, it's that time again.
All right, before we get into football, let's talk about the NBA because there's been a lot of stuff going on since we last talked.
Yes, sir.
I mean, not too much because the NBA is still in the off-season, no training camp yet. There is FIBA. We'll get into that in a little. We can get into the comments because I know Omari said he had a lot to say about this. The Noah Lyles comments. I'm sure you guys have all heard. This man's been roasted by the entire league. Aaron Gordon said he could beat him in a 100-meter dash, which I thought was funny. And he basically said that the NBA champions shouldn't be considered world champions. I got my opinion on this. I've been talking about this a little bit already. So if you guys want to, Omari, go ahead and get off.
Moore's hot.
I need your charger too, by the way. That shit is.
already?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Damn.
Unfortunately, appreciate you.
We're gonna have to switch back soon.
Yeah, it's fine.
All right, so I seen, I went through it. I heard a bunch of videos about it. I read a bunch of tweets about it. Everybody has their think pieces, but I'm on the side of the NBA is the best league of basketball in the entire world.
Facts.
It is not the same. I understand football. If you get mad at them saying they're world champions, I understand because it's like not even like the other countries really be playing football.
Yeah,
So it's just like it'd be kind of just annoying to be like, oh, we're world champions. It's like the other niggas not even competing. But when it comes to the NBA, like I seen people bringing up Popovich's quote from fucking 2010. I'm like, dude, even since 2010 to 2013, like the expansion.
What did he say though?
He said he was
Same
on the side
thing.
of
He said
he was
same
on the
thing
side of
Noah
like
said.
they're not world champions.
Oh.
But in 2010, we only had Toronto, and it was just like when it come to players, it was maybe like how many players was top of the league who were European, but it's like how many players were like in the league in general.
The last 6 MVPs are all Europeans. Jokic twice,
Yeah,
Giannis,
like-
Joel Embiid.
And
The
then-
players are Europeans too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like it like gets on my nerves when the people are like they try to use the fact that the Europeans are winning these awards, and it's like the best Europeans are playing over here. Like they're not at your countries, and like FIBA World Cup or whatever is different. But like when it comes to the NBA, like the NBA is a congregation of the best players in the
talent,
world.
And we dig
Like
them
it's
down.
not
for
it's
the
not
Olympics.
just
Man.
like it's like even when the NBA players go to those countries, like they're like by far the best in the they're better than every single person there, like by far.
So you know how like every preseason we have like these exhibition games against like fucking Real Madrid. We're even doing it. Adam Silver set one up for
tried
this
to
yeah,
season.
I seen that for
Because he said, "Fuck these comments, man. I'm about to show him."
and I like
Good for
I was
ratings.
gonna say I like Gilbert Arenas' like take on it is that like
What he said to Rashad McCants
that's
about
dude,
Lebanon.
Them niggas be
That
so,
McCann
like,
We have a
funny.
chance.
Nah, I didn't watch that one.
Yeah,
We
bro.
play for Lebanon. What
So
team
we
play
have
for?
a-
So
Lebanon?
Gilbert said like, what team were you on in international plays? Like I played on a lot of teams. Okay, name one. He said Lebanon. He's like, do they have a chance against the Denver Nuggets? Like, yeah, we could beat them. He's like, what?
Bro,
No, you
they-
fucking
like,
can't.
have a
Like,
chance. Like no, you like you lose by 200.
Caleb Martin almost slapped the shit out that.
Dude, another way to negate that argument too is like,
but-
even if you want to do Olympics, if you get the best 24 players in the NBA, they're mopping everybody.
No,
Like, some
listen,
players
listen,
don't even want to play in the
listen,
Olympics
so I got-
because they want to just rest at
I
home.
was doing research for
It's
this.
not
So
serious.
as I was saying, you know how we play these preseason games against like the international teams. The last 41 preseason games that we played, we're 40-1 with an average margin of victory of 25 points against these European teams. And the last, I don't know if it's FIBA and Olympics, but the last 15 times we played like international ball, we've placed first, I think 11 times out of 15 times, and placed top 13 out of 15 times.
And then
So it's
that's not
like
even
it's
the best
pure
players.
domination
Like,
every
Not
time.
even the best
like-
players. Like
Yeah,
LeBron
not
doesn't
even-
play, Stephen Curry doesn't play. Like
Yeah.
it's
Like,
not
the
even the best
Olympics,
players in
the
the
one where
world.
the best players come, we win every time.
Yeah,
And it's just like
exactly.
for FIBA, we sent out a fucking B League team You know, like a B.
That's
Send
not
out
even
a
our
B
best
team.
players.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we send out our Rising Stars team, and then they're fucking dominating the world. You know, like. And
I
it's
know
just-
people are just like chatting. Like,
And yeah, but they said like
He's technically right because they don't play against the
Yeah.
world, but it's like
You don't
everyone
need
from
to,
the
like-
world comes here. So
Yeah, like-
and even if they did, they'd win. Like, what's the point of like he knows that they'd win too.
Yeah,
So what's the
and
point
then
of
they
even
were
saying?
like-
it's semantics. It's all
Brandon
semantics.
Jennings was trying to say that there's people overseas that are better than like the NBA players and stuff.
That's
And
only
it's
an
just,
international game though. Like
and
it's
it's
different
for-
rules and spacing and all that.
I don't
Yeah,
know
like
if
they
that's
come here, they
true
come back
either,
and average like you know
Do you
6
really
points.
think
Bro,
Like,
that-
Rondé Hollis Jefferson was looking like Kobe. He's not going to the NBA and doing that.
Yeah, exactly. They be dropping like 54 points on some fucking regular motherfuckers.
but so I am not on the side of it's not world champions. Like this sport is the way it's set up is just different than soccer. Like soccer has its stars way more spread out around the world and around not even just around the world, but around you guys have different leagues and they're spread out through those. If the Euro League had the amount of talent and it was obviously comparable to the NBA,
Yeah.
then it would be like, okay, you can't call the NBA the world champion, but it's obviously not the same. Like, watch players go to the.
Yeah, why
other
did Victor
leagues, like-
enter in the draft if the
Yeah,
if the
like
EuroLeague
wow,
was so
yeah, he
good?
could have just stayed over there and did what he wanted to do, you know. And they say it's because of the money, but it's just like, just even like they tried. Some people tried to say, oh, it's just a money thing.
Yeah.
Like Brandon Jennings said, it was just a money thing, but it's just like it's a money thing because and like just.
It's a money thing because of the talent.
Yeah, and the money is gonna bring the best people regardless. Like
Yeah.
that's just the catalyst for the best people to be here.
Facts.
That doesn't change the fact that the best people are here.
If we
Like-
put all 30 NBA teams against like in a pool with all the international teams, it would basically just be the NBA playoffs with
yeah,
extra
like-
steps. Like
Yeah,
they would be the last 30 teams would be all the NBA teams.
Yeah,
Like the Pistons would win the EuroLeague championship.
especially
and they won
in a-
16
in a
games
7-game
last year.
series. It's not like a one and done either. It's a 7-game series.
Yeah,
You're not gonna beat them four times.
It's just like technically he's right by name. Like they don't go against the world team, so they're not world
but
champions.
it's just like it's a wasted. Like I think Brandon Jennings was on the side. Oh, you should have like them. Like I like how they did set up the game, but they were trying to say like, oh, you should have like a world tournament of like all the league champions. But it's like
Isn't
it's
it-
literally a waste of time.
yeah,
It is.
Like
That'd
no,
be
but
fire
it's
though.
like when it comes to club teams, because FIBA is different than club. Because he's talking about the club team champions, like the EuroLeague champion and whatever leagues they got else. You know, like wherever the other do leagues. Like I don't even know the other leagues.
Yeah, I was looking-
names.
yeah.
Like, but you know, but they say it's like there's not a real incentive to do that because it's a waste of time. They're gonna win every game by 1,000,000. Like the Nuggets would just sweep them by
Bro, the
fucking
Thunder-
60 points
The
every
Thunder
game.
in
like,
the preseason, I was looking at the box score. They were playing dudes like Aaron Wiggins, who doesn't even get playing time in the NBA. They won by 55 points against Australia. Like, what's the point? Aaron Wiggins
like-
is getting 22 points. He doesn't even get minutes in real NBA games.
They're saying the NBA champs have to go and prove that they can beat these club team champs. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like, what's the point in that? Yeah, like I understand it would be maybe like cool to have them traveling around the world playing
100%,
people,
100%.
so people can see the NBA, the world champs.
The
Yeah.
NBA does that too, yeah.
But you know, but at the end of the day, when it comes to proving themselves, that's a waste of time. Like they're
Just for
obviously-
conversation.
Yeah, like it's just that's literally just, and they say it's because like I understand. Like I'm not a fan of American exceptionalism, but in this
I don't know
case,
what the fuck that is.
it's when it's like when people like America's the best country in the world.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
like, no matter what
I
athletes
didn't
are,
like
America's
that
the best country in
comment
the
though,
world.
bro. You heard what he said too when he said that? He was like, I like America sometimes.
Oh, yeah. I mean, no, I mean
Bitch,
that was the only real
take
part
that
of it.
shit
You see what
off
Drake
then.
said? You see what
Take
Drake
that
said?
fucking sling off.
Drake said that fool probably thought that was the hardest speech when he
Yeah.
practiced it in the
Oh,
mirror.
yeah, 100%.
I don't know.
But
His voice
yeah,
just
so,
sounds corny.
Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of American exceptionalism, but it's just like in this case,
Straight.
the league is
unnecessary.
global. The league's global reach has expanded so much since Popovich said this in 2010 that like, I mean, I don't know if he changed his mind, but it's a different league then
I
than
think
it
it
is
was a
now.
part of Team
Like,
USA in your 2010.
Plus,
so.
Pop says shit just to
I think
troll
he was
too.
the,
Like
I think he was the team of 2012.
Huh?
Yeah, so he like I guess he was trying to get players to play for Team USA with that comment is what I
probably.
think, but he obviously knows the best players are playing it. Dude, I don't see a Kevin Durant in
Yeah,
Europe. I don't see a
yeah, oh
Giannis
God! Like
Antetokounmpo.
if they there, they
Like,
gonna come
come on,
here.
bro,
Like
yeah.
Vic was
they're
that?
there
And
for
he
the
got
year,
Curry, like
if
I
they're
see
there
someone
for 1
shooting like
year-
Steph over there, like
If they're there for 1 year, they do that for 1 year over there.
They get drafted first.
No, if they're paying players like soccer money, do you think they'll play
Soccer money's wild.
like
Saudi
No,
niggas?
no. The
Wait,
NBA isn't that much shit. The
Can I-
NBA
wait,
isn't
I'm
worth
saying
that.
like if there was no cap and then like Arab teams were paying him $1 billion.
You saw what Mbappe.
Yeah,
Dog,
that's what I'm saying.
but people just see
turn
the
that
one.
down too,
People
like-
just see the one bill. Understand this.
I'm not living in
He
Saudi
plays for
Arabia in real life.
PSG, right? PSG heard that Saudi was trying to give him $1 billion and said,
For 1 year.
we'll give you $1 billion too.
He said no.
But over
crazy.
10 years.
Yeah.
Fuck the 1 year. We don't got money like that. We'll give you over 10 years. You know what that means, dog?
They gonna start dipping into the country's finances.
Brother,
like,
man.
that means he could have got $2 billion. Because you spend that 1 year, you get your bill. And then you come back.
and get $2
And
billion.
you play for PSG for 10 years, you get your second bill.
And then he's already making money off it.
my motherfucking God.
It's ridiculous. Do you
Oh
think
my
like
God.
so if
He'll
like
buy PSG.
if they offered like Kevin Durant $1 billion like in Saudi to play in Saudi Arabia, do you think he'll do it?
No.
You don't think he will?
You know what's
No,
crazy
why?
though?
That's gonna be so
This was
funny.
another.
'Cause it's $1 billion.
This is a reason
It's
why
$1
you
billion.
should though. This is a reason why they said you should. Because think about it. If you suffer a catastrophic injury, like a bad injury, right? You're out for a good amount of
Yeah.
time. Let's just say you
Nigga averaged
fucking
93
tore your
in the Saudi
ACL.
league.
You're out for a year, brother.
And you're not
You go to
making $1 billion.
Saudi, it's like you got hurt, brother.
Yeah.
Now you're back with a bill.
Yeah.
You're fucking chilling.
Dude, a lot of players would leave the NBA if other teams are.
Well, I don't think the
able to-
star
That's
players
crazy.
would because they don't really need to. Like,
What do you mean?
Depends.
see
Not
the
the
term.
older
I was
ones,
like,
but the
billion.
younger ones might.
Like
The
James
younger
Harden
ones
might
might.
because he's a gritty bastard.
Ja would
Everybody
leave.
is
Ja would
Nah.
dip the fuck off.
easily.
Ja's out of
A
here.
bill's a
Ja
lot
can't
of
leave
money,
Memphis. He don't
bro.
want to leave.
They tell him, "I'll give you
Bro,
400 million."
Josh
for a
trying
year."
to. John can't leave the streets of Memphis.
Yeah.
bro.
400
There's no
million
way
for
he's going
a
to
year, bro.
Saudi.
We got
Dude.
choppers over here.
Dame would leave for
He
$1
was about
billion.
to-
I
he was about
think-
to lose his normal salary.
Yeah, he didn't even care. Like,
Hey, they don't care over there. It's not
they're
the
doing-
same.
Right now in the NBA is like 5 years,
Flaunt your
300 million.
shit over there. They like flaunt
Yeah,
your shit,
man.
bro.
Like different levels.
Yeah,
The
that's true.
billion
Like-
is actually like different level wealth.
Come on, baby.
Dude,
The Saudi,
they would. It's a different level of like wealthy.
Yeah.
You're not just rich. You're wealthy. Like you're like
Yeah.
a bill is
different money.
a bill is different. Like
Different
not
money.
everyone's hitting the bill.
Well, to
is
say like a role player, yeah, but I
Wait
don't
till
know if
the, wait till
stars.
the
I think
Saudis
stars
start buying
would.
teams, man.
Dude, stars are
Yeah.
leaving.
I'm saying like if there was no cap space in basketball and you can pay these stars any amount, do you
my
think
God,
they would leave?
they would.
No, Davis is
Some of
leaving.
them.
Everybody's leaving, bro. Like,
All of them. I said all of them.
I don't think so.
a bill is a lot of money, bro.
You got to think about like moving, uprooting their family and shit like that. Like it might not be worth the money at that
You
point.
just got to do it for a year. I'll play for 6 months of basketball.
Oh, you're
and
saying
go
a
back
year
home.
for a bit? Oh yeah, yeah,
that's what they're offering Mbappe.
Yeah.
Mbappe,
No,
it's a
but you
bill
said
for a
he's.
year.
Oh, there was. Oh, okay. You said 10. I thought. Okay, yeah, yeah.
No, he
So
said
for
10
a
in
year,
1
yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah.
A bill for 1 year.
Oh yeah, yeah. For
Yeah.
1 year, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like sign a full
No.
contract. No, I don't think they would do
That's
that. but-
insane.
How many of these motherfuckers did you pay with 10 bill?
But how much is Messi making?
A lot.
Well, soccer's also just a bigger like money grab. As
That's
a
why there's no
sport.
cap.
That's crazy.
So you can pay
Yeah,
them as
but
much as you
they
want.
just bring in more money generally too.
That
Like
too,
they're the
yeah,
largest
because world-
sport
And
in the
Messi's
world.
nice.
Yeah. So
Fuck.
I'm sure when the NBA gets to that level, they'll start giving out billion-dollar contracts
Neymar
in like
left actually.
40 years or
Yeah,
whenever
when
that
I'm
happens.
dead.
Deal. Neymar took that deal.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Saudi.
Man, they
got him.
oil money over there.
got him.
Somebody, they was like, we gonna get one of you.
We
They
got
got
him.
Ronaldo too.
Fuck.
Ronaldo play over there. I said
Oh
Ronaldo.
yeah,
plays over
Ronaldo- nobody
yeah.
even knows about him.
All right.
He's gone.
there. Bro.
We can
That's
talk
different-
about
different
talk
level.
about actual the basketball part of FIBA. What's going on? I mean, we're 3-0 right now.
FIBA?
Yeah, we did cooking. Austin Reeves cooking.
Anthony Edwards,
It's like Olympics.
Anthony Edwards, Paolo, and Austin Reeves are like the 3 best players right now on
They cooking.
FIBA.
And the Edwards different.
See,
Steve-
Brandon,
Steve Kerr said Anthony Edwards is one of the best players he's ever coached. Yeah, Brandon Ingram is
What the
struggling.
fuck?
He's playing
Jesus.
poorly.
He's
but
crying. Isn't Bi crying?
He's not crying. He's just
Bi.
bad.
I'm
Nah,
kidding.
he's playing
I'm
bad,
kidding.
and they
I'm
asked
kidding,
him about it,
I'm
and he says,
kidding.
"Yeah, I'm playing bad." Like,
Yeah, I don't
he's
think
not
he's
crying. He's just saying,
I'm
like,
joking.
He's not playing good?
No. He's like
I saw-
he's
I think
the-
Kendrick
he's like the
Perkins
second
he
said
got
worst
that-
player
benched
on
for
the team.
Josh Hart.
Come on, baby.
I think Kendrick Perkins said that Anthony Edwards would be the face of the league in a couple of years.
He might already be there. He's
I
like
wonder who
getting up
said that.
there.
Face? The face?
Yeah, he's getting up there. The
I
what
guess.
amount he's getting talked about? He just
He's
has
only-
to
I mean,
back
he
it
did have
up.
some allegations in the past, but
What allegations?
the pride thing.
Man, fuck that shit. People are soft.
I said
Fuck
this.
that.
What
People
I
are
say
soft,
today?
bro.
Wait, what?
Listen, what did I say today?
Pride stuff. You know how Anthony
On IG Live.
Anthony
bro,
Edwards
or
had
story.
that pride thing on
Bro,
IG
go look
Live.
up 2012 Xbox Live lobbies and tell me, like, come on,
He's
bro.
making too much money. He's brand risk. At
I
that
get,
point.
I guess, but
You
it's
know what I
like
mean?
he's not. He's not.
But he's not as bad as Jaw and like Zion. So
I don't
And he-
care about that stuff too much. I don't think he's actually believes like in like anti-gay or whatever.
Yeah,
like he
yeah.
probably just said that as a slang
Anti-
term.
And he
You know
said
what I mean?
sorry
Yeah,
too. So
yeah.
he'll
It's
be
a-
all right.
I can tell when motherfuckers is just playing around. Like, you say, oh, that shit's gay. Like, obviously, he's not anti-gay when you say that. It's just, it slips out or you're fucking around. People just get too offended at something, especially at people who have money. They want to cancel him.
I think Giannis would be the face, though. Giannis is just funny.
Speaking of Giannis, he did say that he does not want to sign an extension with Milwaukee if everyone's not on the same page. He said,
"Who's he talking about?"
Let me get to this quote, brother. He said, "Quote: I would not be the best version of myself. I don't know that everybody's on the same page. Everybody's going for a championship. Everybody's going to sacrifice time away for their family like I do. And if I don't feel that, I'm not signing."
Ooh. He's basically telling him to give him more supermax money again. I mean, actually, no, he's gonna demand that.
No. He's just saying that, like, if you don't give me the help, like, if we don't do well, I'm leaving. If I don't feel like we have a chance to win, I'm gonna leave.
I don't think he'll leave though. I think he has too much pride to leave.
He's just using that as leverage, like telling them he's putting pressure on them to continue making moves and not just settle, with the roster.
Because he has too much pride about being on one team and like staying on that team for the rest of your career.
Yeah, he's also just that type of guy that just wants to do that.
They did give
the Europeans are just loyal.
He got the chip too, so yeah, that too. Plus, you can get another Supermax.
Well, you never know.
He gonna be a Laker before long.
Don't
worry. Anthony Edwards, Giannis
switch.
Where would you want to see him play though? Who would be like the best person to play with?
That would be crazy. AD Giannis would be the most disgusting front.
What about Luka?
Luka would be nasty.
Luka and
Giannis would be nasty.
No, I say Luka Giannis just because like the European thing.
Stuff. They would be dirty, dog.
Yeah, that would be the best.
No, but Steph and Giannis would be disgusting.
I'd like Trey Young and Giannis. That'd be funny.
It's like a mini version of Steph.
That would be good too, actually. That would be good.
Yeah, that was. I
had another like thing that you mentioned, Austin Reeves with the FIBA thing. I was talking about this with Gabe in the car. Do you think Austin Reeves is more popular than Alex Caruso was as a Laker?
Yes.
Now,
because he has offensive game too. I mean, he's just better as a player. Like that defensively, Alex Caruso is better, but Reeves got the offensive. He clears him offensively.
Playoffs helped a lot.
Playoffs too.
And offense is more flashy. Fans love offense more.
Reeves got baddies, bro. You've seen it. We've all seen it.
You got Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I mean, it's just he's a better player.
Caruso's like hype was pretty big up in LA, especially with what he did.
Well, I mean, he won a chip with him.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Oh,
no, Caruso still got hype. It's just like Austin Reeves eclipses that. Like,
Reeves got it in the playoffs too, bro. You know how much that counts?
Yeah.
I'm looking at this motherfucker like you were helping us get there.
Caruso did a good job during the championship run though, so we're not gonna.
Caruso was that guy, and we can't forget.
But he did win a chip though, didn't he in 2020?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Caruso has a ring with.
I mean, that was a bubble year though. So.
Oh my! Why is this, dude? I'm not even.
Danny Green said that was the hardest ring.
Every time we talk about the 2020 or whatever the COVID year,
who won the lockout?
There was a bubble ring though.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a real ring.
I'm moving on because I want to talk about this guy who's pissing me off. But
all right, we can get into it.
This is about James Harden. So Rachel Nichols came out and said he thinks he should be leading the show. The reason why he wanted out of Philadelphia in the first place is that Joel Embiid is leading the show right now. Now I don't know how true this is because it comes from Rachel Nichols and I don't know what her sources are.
While she got the job.
But I don't know. What do you think about that? I mean, if it's true, he's an idiot.
Yeah, he shouldn't be running the show anymore. But I don't think that's true because he wants to play for the Clippers with Kawhi and PG. He won't be running the show there.
When he was in Houston?
Unless he's delusional.
About what?
About what he was like. I don't know if it's true. But they were saying that like when they would eat, right? He would like seclude himself, like in his own table. Like you motherfuckers aren't.
He would just watch YouTube on his phone.
I need to go. Like,
I don't know. I don't know if that's true because we've never heard a teammate talk bad about James.
Unless you're talking about the point when he wanted to get traded, then maybe like.
Yeah, maybe then.
But I mean, like
no teammate has ever talked bad about James Harden. Every freaking NBA player backs him up.
It's just when he wants to get traded, he starts to act like that, like fucking.
I mean, if someone's lying to you though, isn't that not valid? Say if I offered, like, Say if I like guaranteed you money going into next season and I didn't give you that money, and I say no, you're gonna feel a type of way.
I think it's on both of them. I think Daryl Morey's fucked up for not doing that, but James Harden is also like the fact that he went in China and said, "I repeat, I will never play for Daryl Morey." Like I don't think he should do that. Like you got to handle that privately or like figure out a way. Don't say you're not gonna report to training camp and all this shit.
I think he tried to handle it privately. He's been a private player. He's never went out like besides before. Wanting to get out of Houston, like with the trade, it's always been private. You never hear about James Harden doing anything besides like club life and him promoting his wine. Like it's all calculated type of stuff. Like James Harden only shows us what he wants us to see. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
so like
he's doing too much complaining. Like I get it, but it's like don't whine. Like I know you want to be traded, but you're not helping anybody. by saying I'm not going to show
Let me
up to
ask you
training
this.
camp.
Do you guys still think he's a top 25 player in the NBA?
Harden?
25.
Yeah.
25 is a
Probably not. I mean,
You don't
I'd say yeah.
He's up there.
I'd say yeah.
He's
still
probably
averaging 20 and 11, like
25.
20 something.
Do you
11,
think
like-
all top 25 NBA players deserve max money?
no.
Really?
What's the max?
Give me a player that dude. Kyle Kuzma's getting max money. You think
He's
James
young,
Harden?
He's not getting
young.
max money.
Almost max.
He's young though.
Fred VanVleet is right. Fred VanVleet's getting max
Well,
money.
yeah, he doesn't
He's
deserve
better
it.
than him. Still, I'm just saying.
But
People are saying that James Harden is not a max player.
But the
anymore.
thing about it is, like,
What?
just because you make max money doesn't mean you're deserving. Like, the Rockets paid him that money because they needed to fill the salary cap. Like, it has nothing
Okay,
to
but
do
I'm
with
just
the
saying,
quality
if
of player
you compare
are.
players to the market, James Harden should be getting a max
You
contract.
can't always compare
But
players to
yeah.
market.
Yes,
so
you
there's
can.
always bad contracts.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
it's not,
That's a great
okay,
point.
but I'm saying to the people.
I don't even think they heard you say that, but
No, basically, I just said, you can't compare. Like, I know you want to, but you can't compare players' contracts to other players in the NBA because there's a lot of contracts in the NBA that are not,
Worth the value.
worth or deserving of the player. I mean, we just said a couple players. We said Fred. We said even like who else? Kuzma.
you could say Jaylen Brown. might not be
Jaylen
worth
Brown
it.
might not be worth the most money in the
Chris
NBA
Paul's
borderline.
not worth what he got paid
So
last
like,
year.
so you have to look at it like it's situational. You can't say, "Oh, look at this player. Look at this player's value," because organizations are giving players
Even
different
if
amounts
you
of
wanna
money.
compare players.
Bradley Beal's not worth his
Look
money
at
either.
Brooks'
But
Well,
contract.
it's politics. Obviously, that's why he got money. Same with
think
Jaylen
what I'm
Brown.
saying, there's more like your
More
contract.
to it than just
content.
Your
numbers.
contract
Numbers
is not
they-
reflective of
But he
your
still has
value.
the talent to be a max
But
player.
it also doesn't help that he opts out of so many contracts.
Well, it's a strategy
That's
thing.
like, brother.
Everybody does
How
it.
the fuck am I gonna pay
The reason
you
you opt
this much
out-
when you go fucking next year be like, I don't want to play for you.
Okay, yeah.
Austin
The reason-
Rivers was talking about that. He's ass as fuck. But he was saying some valid shit. He was like, nobody wants to like agree to the contract that you signed.
Okay, the reason why players opt out though is to get long-term money. Every player opts out for a long-term contract.
But he's saying that James Harden's already on his third trade request.
In the last 3 years,
Yeah. Okay, request is different from opting
he's
out of a
saying
contract.
but
No,
he'll
well, that's
come.
what I meant. I meant like when he's
They don't want to
I
sign
wanna
him to a
be-
contract
He's
because
Oh.
he's gonna leave.
Well, I
He's
mean,
not happy. Like he's gonna leave in 1 year.
well, I mean, he obviously wants to leave because of the Moore thing. If he gets a max from 76ers, he's staying.
But
You gotta
I think-
put context
nah,
into
'cause I
every
think-
situation as to
No,
why.
no.
No,
He
but
said he
I
doesn't want to
think
be there because of Maury anymore. Like it's not even about the
It
money
is-
anymore.
Yeah, because he lied about the money. He's a liar.
But
because
even
of-
but at this point now it's personal. That's what I'm saying.
yeah. So I mean, if it's personal between me and you, like I'm not gonna play for you or do anything with you ever again, too, right?
But that's what I think. Like I get like wanting to be traded, but it's like at a point you gotta just show up. Like this is the same thing Ben Simmons did. We clowned him for it. Oh, he's just going to practice with his phone in his pocket and not giving a fuck. Like James Harden's doing
Simmons,
the same
because
shit.
he didn't show up. Simmons, it's never been because of James Harden not showing up, of him complaining about where his situation is. Ben Simmons literally didn't dunk a ball and pass it away and complain because Philly fans are getting on him, right?
It's not like James Harden was great in the playoffs either.
Okay, but he never complains about
But
it.
it's
He never said
context.
anything about his bad
It's
player
context.
performances.
Remember, you said context.
Yeah.
So take into account that this is not his first time asking to get the fuck out. If
Okay.
it was, people would be on the side 100%. But this is his fucking third.
Yeah,
That's
I
crazy.
agree. Like three is a lot, but I understand the context into why they all happened.
Uh-huh.
And I'll like, okay, like if he thinks Daryl Moore is a liar, and if the reason is
I get
as to
you.
why I guaranteed him money,
Yeah.
and he said
It
no,
could be a great reason.
nigga, I'm out too. You leaving too, right?
100%. It could be a great reason. But what's gonna make me look bad is that this is not my first time.
Why would he care about what other people think?
Because it makes you look terrible.
And
You start to look
he's
like
been
a
looking
problem.
bad. He's been looking bad for years now.
It's hard to do. It's like crying wolf, brother.
It is.
Do
It
it
is.
one time, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, maybe the situation was bad. Do it the second time, you're like, okay. Like, fuck, that's
Okay.
You do it the third time, it's like, oh, dog.
I agree with you too.
Doing
That's,
something over
that's
there. I
also
don't
why,
know.
like, he did the Daryl Moore is a liar. I
Yes,
repeat,
you
Daryl Moore.
got
Yeah,
it.
That
Come
shit
on,
was
like,
crazy.
it was not-
Yeah.
It came out
Exactly.
guns blazing.
It's like you've done it too many times, bro. You wasted too many.
So what do you? So if you're James Harden, what'd you do?
I mean, like
Drop
Well,
50
definitely
every
not
day.
handle it like that.
Drop
Yeah,
50
yeah.
every game.
It's too obvious that you're trying to shift. Like, hey guys, I'm not bad. He's bad. Like, okay, that
So
looks a
these
little
niggas
too
ass.
projecting.
It's like
Yeah, I
chess
agree.
though.
Should have handled it, I think, a little more privately, like Bez was saying.
But I
Like,
think
also
I think he
you got to
handled it
show up to
privately.
training camp. Like you can't say I'm not gonna come. Like no one's gonna trade for you if you have that type
It's
of
too
attitude.
late though.
No, it's not. Training camp hasn't even started.
No, it called Daryl Moore a liar and everything. Like he's not
but it's
showing
like
up.
at least show up to practice. Like you don't have to play, but like you
Do the
can't.
Ben Simmons thing,
But
it's a bad
first
look.
of all, you also know that if he doesn't show up to training camp, like and he doesn't report to the team, his contract doesn't like magically go away after the season. He still has to
fines
fulfill
and
it.
stuff like that. But like
No. They can't. He has to complete that final year of his contract. If he doesn't
No.
show up to training camp, he's going to be on the team next season. You know that.
Yeah. But obviously, I think he's gonna. It's not the training camp situation that I'm worried about. I think they're gonna like say, oh, he showed up, and he's gonna like pay him the money just to try to resolve the relationship. But I think they're going to trade him beforehand because they don't want to go through all of that. Even if he does show up, you don't want that Ben Simmons thing over again.
The thing about the trade, though, is like Daryl Morey's also at the same time like stingy. He thinks he could get like fucking superstars.
Too. Joel even looks frustrated from this situation.
No, yeah, that's
and his on Harden.
I mean, even if but the thing is, even if you trade James, whether you trade him or not, Joel is going to want out because what are you going to get back for Harden? Like fucking Norman Powell and Marcus Morris? That's not winning you anything. So
it's a tough situation because some people don't think he's worth a max now, and because of the trade request thing.
The question is too, like, what if the Clippers trade for him and they don't want to pay him either? They're like, what if he plays not what they think, and they're like, oh, we already got Kawhi, we already got PG on the books.
You trade him for the 1 year and then see how he does in his final contract, and then you give him a mix, like what Kyrie did. Got out of Brooklyn.
What if when he gets there, he's like, I need an extension right now, or I'm not going to suit up?
When has he ever done that?
I mean, I don't know. It's a possibility.
But
he's the type of guy to do that.
We know who he is, though.
I heard that when it came to Morey, like what was promised was not just max money. Like I think he would get max money if it was a couple years, but he wants a long-term deal.
Yeah, he wants
guaranteed money. Yeah. Like,
I mean, dude, if I'm giving you that promise, though, Omari, like if I'm giving you that promise a year, like you know who James Harden is already.
But he's also getting worse. Like every single year, he's been getting worse.
He was okay he was
I'm not saying he's borderline all-star. I'm not saying he's a terrible player, but at the same time, like you gotta realize in 4 years he's gonna be like 40 years old, and you're gonna pay him like max money at 40.
Of course, but I'm saying like the year that they made so that quote unquote promise, like you know you're gonna get that James Harden, you know you're gonna get a declining player. Why make the promise then?
That is true. That's a good point.
If you're gonna go behind you,
I don't think my boy's thinking like.
But I also don't blame Morey for not wanting to pay him because of that. Me neither.
Yeah, because from a business perspective, it doesn't seem like the right choice. Like he didn't show up in game. The last game we saw of him was him choking in Game 7. Yeah. But people forget that he was better than Joel Embiid. He's getting more flack for being the second best player.
Joel deserves flack.
Terrible. But nobody's talking about Joel Embiid. Oh, it's James Harden this, James Harden that.
A bunch of times.
Well, James Harden is the guy that's been complaining. If Joel was complaining, I think they'd be saying the same shit too. But
Joel, we all know Joel's 1 foot out the door.
He got his pity award. He's done.
He's fine. He on the way to the Knicks.
Man.
It's good. It's the Ante shit.
We'll see, man.
Let's see. So what do you think's gonna happen with the Harden situation?
I think he'll get traded eventually.
Yeah, he'll get traded
before camp.
It's just too messy. I don't know.
I seen a report saying that he'll get traded before camp, but
it would make sense before camp.
Just that. The Clippers, or where do you think he's going?
I don't know,
bro.
That's so like I always want like what is it like about the Clippers like that like they keep getting niggas traded to them, they keep people keep
because
they still keep losing.
Yeah, they still keep losing. Like
we can all agree that if they stayed healthy for these past 5 years, they'd have at least one chance.
Yes,
5.
But they
that's the
hope.
That sentence? That's why everybody goes through
the past 5 years.
What's happened?
Like, problem?
It's crazy though.
Paul George and Kawhi, goddamn.
Yeah, and then the people they have around them are good.
In a perfect world where humans are indestructible and no disease.
Maybe.
They were close before Kawhi.
No hunger and famine in this entire world.
Yeah.
Maybe in that world
I think they would have beat Milwaukee if Kawhi didn't tear his ACL.
Who gonna guard Jokic?
Zubac.
What does that have to do with anything?
Guard everybody else.
Why did you bring up Jokic? He asked about Milwaukee.
Huh?
I don't know why he brought up Jokic. That year they didn't have Murray or MPJ.
No, he's talking about this year though.
Oh no, they would. I think they would have won that year. Like you're right, they would have beat the Suns because they took them to 6 with just PG. So I think they would have beat them with Kawhi if he didn't tear his shit.
Yeah,
but at least a finals appearance.
That's
I'll say that.
Everyone has hope for the Clippers or wants to at least go on that roster because of the players that they have. So
I mean, yeah. So, I mean, if they're the team, if everything goes right for them, they can win. But it's like a big if. Like that's the
gamble.
Well, PG's
it pays off. It pays off. But
PG's
it's a gamble, so it's not gonna always hit.
He's been doubling down though, saying, "Oh, I'm happy we have all the most travel miles like in the NBA. I'm happy that people are counting us out. Be like a bully next year."
Yeah, you gotta say that shit. Like
who said that?
PG.
Oh yeah,
podcast and stuff.
He's been on the pod so long, bro.
I mean, what else is gonna say?
He has a great season, but
what else is gonna say?
No, really, what else is he gonna say?
Bro's been on the pod too long.
Man, even Tyronn Lue said, "Oh, Kawhi and PG have to take this regular season more seriously."
I mean, he's right. Mm-hmm. Especially with these awards coming into play, now people are gonna start missing out on money and awards if they don't show up.
Did
So
Kawhi see his dad die?
What?
We're moving on.
What is? Bro, this is
so the next news I got.
I saw a real.
I muted him.
I saw a real.
Remember that Charlamagne clip with Logic?
Didn't your sister get?
Charlamagne's crazy.
And then the Selena Gomez and Kid Cudi clip.
Bro,
too.
I saw a clip. I saw a clip of Charlamagne on Instagram, and it was like, He was talking about when he was a child. He was like, yeah, I was fucking this bitch, but then I found out she was fucking this 25-year-old dude, and so I went over to her crib and I beat her ass. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, you just saying that in public? On the internet? Like, what?
Different times with him.
Different times.
I'm muted.
That too.
Yeah.
That too.
Fucking Charleston White is different, though.
dude's
That dude is different.
That
I don't
nigga
even wanna talk
belongs
about
in jail.
him. Yeah.
He
All
belongs
right.
in jail. He should not be free.
We could talk about someone else who should be in jail. Eric Lewis, who retired. And the shadiest shit. The shadiest shit is that he retired and they dropped the investigation. They dropped the investigation as soon as he retired. Ain't that shady? Like,
They forced him to retire. For sure.
it was probably definitely a mutual agreement, bro.
Isn't
No,
he
but they
the,
were
He
like,
probably got some severance.
isn't he the guy that made LeBron go on all fours?
Yeah.
stop, don't even say it like that. Pause.
He's about to receive back shots. That shit was crazy.
Had him,
been
had
saving that one. He's
had
been
him arching
saving
this shit.
Yeah, you been thinking about that on the way here.
He had Braun arching this shit. Dude, like, that's so crazy.
Don't
Bro.
ever do that.
Did you, uh,
Yeah, I was
His
like,
damn burner accounts,
locked
bro. His damn burner account.
burner
Nah,
accounts?
dude.
You see his
That
record
nigga
with the
was fucking-
Celtics? Like all time was like.
Yeah, shit
24
looked like
3 or
USA
something
versus
like
the
that.
world type shit.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
I hate
So I guess they got another. So refs can still be
they got
compromised.
They got another
these
Donnie.
days.
Shout out to Silver though, taking action. I guess if you want to call it that.
Hey man,
It
he
is.
out the league, so that's the best thing.
Realistically,
Next, they got to get Scott Foster.
How
I
how
mean,
much?
Scott-
Never
Nah,
gonna touch
nah,
him.
nah.
They'll never gonna touch him.
How much would the fine be to fuck one of these motherfuckers?
What?
No, like,
Wait.
I just unmuted you, bro. I just unmuted you.
If you were,
Let
like,
him cook,
if-
let him
if they were calling some stupid shit, like how much you think? Like what would happen if you really?
They will get fired immediately.
Bro's first time back on the pod, bro. This guy.
But you
That
get
one
suspended
ref-
for a year.
No, what happened to
Yeah,
Tim Donaghy? Didn't he get like
You
dicked?
think
Remember
he
that
might-
dude with the
He's
King
talking about, like,
series?
beat him up.
What do you mean?
Not taking.
No.
You're
talking about beat him up.
No,
you
they're
might
not
get
getting
banned.
No, you get
It's like the
banned.
malice in the
yeah.
palace thing. You'll suspend for a year.
Nah, you'll get banned.
No, you
From the
get
NBA,
banned.
get beat
No,
up on a ref.
If
Oh,
if you
beat
like,
it,
like,
beat
like
it,
let's
beat
say a ref goes and calls something, or like you guys are like,
He's like
and you
traveling.
straight up like you looking at the ref, and blah,
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
banned. You're done. Like
No.
there's no way that
What
you're
if he
not
eats
getting
it?
banned.
What if he
No.
eats
Like
it?
just intentionally, you looking
Like,
straight.
nah,
If they
bro.
see you look straight at the ref,
Yeah. You might get banned.
done.
No,
Like
that's a
you're
year.
getting banned. You
It's
know
like,
what I mean?
Bro,
Like,
you beat up. If you beat up on a fan, that's even worse.
That's
You only got a
different.
malice.
No,
How?
that's
That's
different, though.
fucked up.
because the fans be out of line.
Yeah,
Just-
they-
okay, but if the ref is in my face,
refs are out of line too. I'm
That's-
like,
you not gonna hit him?
Maybe you're right. Jordan
That's
Clarkson
different,
pushed
because
the
what
ref,
is the
but they didn't even
ref
eject
doing? You know
him.
what I mean?
Does it
Like,
not matter if they get knocked the fuck out or not?
yeah, definitely.
Dog,
It makes it
Okay.
look worse. Yeah,
If
it
It
makes
you're
depends
it
on
look
how
worse.
it
watching
looks.
If you're watching it and bro gets slept, you need to get bro the fuck out of it.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm
if
saying.
brother
Like,
eats that motherfucker,
Okay, then
10-game suspension.
you still get an 82. 80. Oh, it depends
Nah.
on. You're right. It depends on how it looks.
Yeah.
That's why you gotta slap him though. Just slap him.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
that's more disrespectful than a punch.
If-
Don't touch
if, like,
refs. How
on the-
about that?
If on the camera you was looking straight into this nigga's soul and you just, blah, like you're going like, and he sleep like,
That's
Yeah, okay, yeah,
you know what I mean?
If
Like,
you get
you're done.
slept,
yeah, you're banned. Like
you're not
yeah.
banned, bro. Like
Yeah, you're banned.
you'll get 2 years max. Like nobody,
Nah, 2 years.
nobody getting banned unless they pull like a R. Kelly or something. Like you're not getting banned from the NBA.
Meta was laughing multiple.
Are you on the ref?
Bro,
It's hard to get banned from a sport. Like it depends on your
I don't
talent.
know, dude.
R. Kelly's. You're going to jail if you get
Yeah,
R. Kelly,
okay.
bro. What the fuck?
No,
Fuck
I'm
getting
saying, like,
banned.
it's hard to
Get
get
banned
banned.
I
from
didn't even realize what
every
you
establishment in the
I'm just
world.
saying, like it's an extreme
Unless
example.
you pissing on bitches, like, you're not getting kicked out. You fine.
You're getting banned. Like it's hard,
wild.
dude. Like
Nah, you're probably
like,
less
giving
of
it.
a-
Let me
less
give
of
an
a
example. Like
suspension as long
if
as you're overage.
You
Luka has to do
gave an
something.
example.
No, if Luka knocks out a ref, bro, he's getting like 40 games, bro.
Luka's not. That's a bad.
No, he's getting
No,
seasoned.
I'm just saying like a star player. If someone
40
has
games.
if someone has mad talent, it's hard to ban them from the league because they make so much money for him.
OJ Mayo got banned for
What if
doing
it's-
coke.
OJ Mayo
What if
not
it's,
Luka Doncic type of level.
Because
If you're a superstar,
you're not banning Luka for a year.
what
It's a bad look.
Fuck that.
What
Even
about,
the
like-
jaw
what
the
about,
jaw
like,
gun
Clint Capella?
situation, he only got 25 games. He'll
What
be
if, what
back.
if it was Clint Capella?
Oh, he done for it. Yeah, yeah.
Get the
He's
fuck
done.
out.
He's done.
He
He's done.
banned.
He's getting deported at that rate, bro.
He's not making. He's not making
Yeah.
enough money.
He done. Yeah.
He's not making enough
I
money
see
for
what
the
it is.
league.
Anyhow,
I see what
crazy,
it's-
bro.
What about Aaron Gordon?
Dude, Miles Bridges is back in the league, and he's not even a top tier player.
I mean, he wasn't being a ref. He was just being a bitch.
woman. And that's even worse.
Nah, but the
And
ref
it's
is
bad.
on live
That is
TV.
worse.
Yeah, that is worse.
What if it's the girl ref?
Oh, you're done. No, you're not coming back.
What? Come
You're
on.
not coming back.
What happened to equality?
You're banned. You're banned. You're banned.
Shut up.
No.
He switched up. He switched up completely, dog, right there.
Is she knocked out on the floor?
Oh,
You're not coming back.
Hey, like,
She's
hey,
like,
Family Guy, you know how to be like.
Oh my god.
Nah, that'd be so
That's
cool.
fucked up.
Bro.
We're not gonna be able to air this.
Nah,
That's
bro,
fucked up.
you're not. I don't care who you are.
You can't even go to NBA game anymore.
Yeah, you're done for. Bro, life is done.
Take that shit off your TV. You can't
Bro.
even watch this shit no more.
You got your
I'm moving out
IP
the
address
state.
banned.
Yeah, IP ban.
I'm moving out of
Ban
this.
from League Pass.
I'm not
Yeah.
living in the U.S. anymore. If something happened, like, if I went through something like, if I'm an NBA player, I'm not saying. Bro, that is bad, bro. You won't go, dude. This is national television. You're going on CNN, like you're going on all the outlets. You'll be on like local channels and everything. You'll be watching The Simpsons on Channel 11, and they'll like have a repeat of you beating.
Oh my god.
Simpsons.
That's how big it's gonna be,
If you're on
bro.
live TV in 4K, you know how good the NBA cameras are? You're like,
They'll have slow mo. They'll have every angle, 360, everything.
you know that one camera they have for the niggas in the dunks and it goes around them in the air?
Bro, it's like Malika Andrews commenting. Let's take a look at that again in slow motion. The way her face hits the floor, oof, he's getting life.
She cannot commentate, bro.
Bro.
So fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good point
but
though. No, he's a guy though.
Yeah,
I was like,
If he did it to a female, he's done for it too.
oh, this shit is not real. No way.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Also, it was a slap, and it
What
was
would you
like
do
kind
if
of
you're
weak.
if you're Chris Rock though? What are you doing?
No, he handled that. He handled that exactly how he
No,
should.
I'm talking about Isaac. If you do that to Isaac, what you doing?
As soon as he walks away, he's getting head kicked. And then he gets knocked out in front of his
Oh god, he did turn his back on him. Chris
Chris
Rock should have ran back then.
Yeah.
Wow, right in the back.
He said, "I handled it perfectly." Isaac, I'm head kicking him, bro.
I would literally wait till he turns around.
Well, that is crazy though. You're getting
Shut
slapped
up.
on national television.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's
got
a
the
tough way to handle it.
juice smack.
Yeah, man. He didn't even believe it
He
took it, bro. He
took
took
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I don't know.
He
bro.
firmed it.
What else was he gonna
Because he didn't think it was real. I mean, like in that situation, you're not gonna think it's real too. Like what's going on?
Motherfucker,
No
as
one's
soon
done
as
that
he
before.
slaps
Like
me,
he
I'm
probably
like,
thought it
oh,
was a
this is
skit.
For like a react. Yeah, I
Yeah, I
guess
just
you're gonna
saw the
react and
fucking
like
taste on my mouth. Like, how am I not gonna do nothing?
You think a slap is like more disrespectful than a
Yes.
punch?
No.
Yes. Yes.
Not if the
Like if
punch
I just
knocks
like
you
a
out.
little
I
slap.
think
you.
because if
If
you
it-
slap
if it's like a
him,
bitch
slap,
quitter,
that's
I'm
kinda
not
good.
yeah,
doing
like
that's what I'm
you
saying.
slap.
The type
Bro,
of slap matters.
One time I cup checked somebody. He
Whoa.
slapped the shit out of me.
They gotta do the same.
He
Why would you do that
slapped.
to him?
Brother, it was in
deserved
middle
it.
school. Like, bro.
I thought this was like a year ago or something.
Why would you do that to
Everybody
that
was
nigga?
just cup checking. Like,
I used to hate people who do
I was
that.
like, okay, like I got you.
Yeah.
I hit him twice.
You hit him back?
I think it hurt his stomach. Like,
Oh.
it hurt. Yeah. And then
So what you do when he slapped him? When he slapped you?
Oh, I socked him. yeah, fuck that. That was crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't follow Isaac at home.
No, but it was instinct. Like, bro, because I don't know if he backhanded. I think he slapped the shit.
I don't think a backhand's worse though. If someone just like a little
You'd be
tap.
surprised, brother. You'd be
So you,
surprised.
if someone like
It's
which-
not. You think it's a no. This motherfucker
Oh.
put torque
Like
to
a-
it. Like,
like a turn your neck type of
I'm
thing?
gonna try and slap the cheek off your fucking face. Like sauce. Cause
okay,
yeah.
that is kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's
The
right.
worst though is like if someone spit on you. That's like
No, if someone spits on me, they're getting punched.
Body slammed.
They're getting
that's like
Two
the most
piece,
disrespectful thing. You
double
can spit on
uppercut,
someone.
left hook, like
Hands
everything.
and feet.
I don't
Yeah.
like that.
So punching ain't that bad then. You'll get 40
Would you
games
rather
back to the
get? Would you
NBA.
rather get pissed on or spit on?
Okay, we're
Ooh,
moving
that's
on.
hard.
No,
That's a good
This is
question.
not even about. This is not even an NBA
Isaac, if
podcast.
I had to choose,
I'm using everybody. I'm muting everybody.
Anybody.
I'm getting spit. Isaac, that's crazy. You getting spit on.
This is crazy.
All right, mute them.
If a nigga walks up and pees on
Mute
you,
that.
that's way worse.
It's just me now.
What if they're on the
That's the
second
worst.
floor?
That is, dude, like,
If they're
No,
on-
you jumped for two.
It's not like you just go
I'm
levitate.
gonna let him. I'm gonna let him get through this. I'm gonna let him get through this topic.
If you get pissed on from the top, bro's like.
No, what we talking
They're
about?
talking about crazy
On
shit right
purpose,
now.
though, on purpose.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't let this slide.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's what we say. Like, that's worse than getting.
Please
spit
make
on.
sure to subscribe, like the video.
Bro. Man, that's a good.
Sliding my hair, so.
Yeah. So if you get slapped, you'll get 40 games.
Yeah. 40 games.
If you're Luca,
If you're Luka.
Yeah, if you're looking. Oh, context.
Fucked up.
You're playing. You're in China.
For the knockout,
Ni hao, you see that clip?
Ni hao.
Nobody would ever
If
get.
you knock out a ref,
The more all stars you have, the less games.
Yeah, gotta be a role player to get 2 seasons.
We're back. Bottom line.
Thanks for the brief intermission.
This is what y'all been waiting for. These are the combos y'all been waiting for, baby.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. That's all I got for NBA news, but I do have NFL news since you asked. We talked about this before the show, but Jonathan Taylor, he wasn't traded, and then he starts the year off on the PUP list, so he won't play for the first 4 weeks at least, if not more. The Colts just said that, it is what it is. It's unfortunate, but we don't think it'll affect the team. It'll obviously affect the team. What the fuck is he talking about?
Best player.
But yeah, that was basically the biggest news of the NFL outside of like the roster cuts and all that. And we'll get into some trades in a bit. But yeah, Jonathan Taylor, the Colts overall franchise, just not looking great, bro.
You think they're gonna trade him?
I mean, what else can they do? I mean, if they're not gonna pay him, they got to trade him, right?
Do you think money can solve
Gotta
it?
start paying these niggas, man.
Yeah, because he just wants to get paid. Like if they give him the money, I think everything will be fine. But
The
I mean,
reason why you
Soils
can't
a
pay them though,
relationship,
Omar, is
though,
because you'll like mess up the market. If you pay Jonathan Taylor $20
I know
million,
what you're saying,
these
like,
other people are gonna ask
They
him
need a
$20
better
million.
players association or something, dude. Like,
Yeah, exactly. That's
well,
on
it's
them.
not. I mean, they could pay him and not fuck up the market. It just depends how much they give him.
No,
It depends
you
how
mess
much
up
he
the-
wants.
yeah,
they're
'cause
purposely
you saw like
marking down.
T.J. Hawkinson got paid. He's the most paid or tight end this year.
Yeah.
So other players or tight ends are gonna get paid more. So
Well,
he set
if
the wave.
if they're as good or better, like
Hawkinson's
they're not giving
good.
fucking
I mean,
yeah.
He's good.
he's not the he's like
He's top
dude.
5.
He's top
top
5. Dallas
five.
Goddard's like in the same kind of tier.
Goddard.
I think Hawkinson's better.
He is better, but I'm saying like Goddard's close.
He's making the same as Waller right now, so I feel like that's pretty fair. No.
That's a
Travis
tough
Kelsey's
comparison.
making less than both of them.
Well, yeah, I mean
Kelsey.
that is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He also got his contract. Like now that the cap's going up, obviously they're gonna start getting paid more.
Yeah.
And all that. So we'll see what the next tight end contract looks like.
And then the other reason why I heard the NFLPA doesn't endorse the running back stuff is because running backs don't win Super Bowls. Like top tier running backs aren't winning Super Bowls. Like
Yeah, they're not
like
on.
why pay them if they're not contributing to winning?
There's
at
not
the
that
highest
many
level?
like top like the people who lead the league in rushing yards. I don't think there's been. I think there's like one like not I don't want to say one, but in the last 20 years has been one that won the Super Bowl. So it's
Yeah,
definitely
so-
rare.
It's also
That's
because
why.
they're super dependent on your line. Like if you have a
Man.
bad line, brother,
Terrible.
fuck how good you are, you're gonna get swapped.
Only
Yeah.
way- you have to be like CMC or like you have to be just different, you know?
Well, also if you have a really good line, you could throw almost anyone
Yeah.
back there and they'd
When
excel.
you
The
have
Panthers
a bad
is-
line, the only thing that compensates for that is pass catcher running back because you can
Yeah.
literally hop out.
And
get
that's who's getting paid. Unless you're Derrick Henry too.
No,
like,
if you have a bad
one
line,
on
you
one.
can't even block. I mean, I guess if you throw checkdowns all day, but
Yeah.
like you can't even pass block or run block. And also, if you have a good line, you see like with the Lions, like you could throw any guy back there really, and they'll probably do good enough. Like where you don't have to pay him as much money. Like you give him maybe not as good of a running back, but you get him for half the price.
Same with the schemes too. Like even if you're a bad running back, but your coach schemes up like
Yeah,
and you
if
have
you're
a
on
great
the
offensive
49ers or
line,
something.
Yeah, like you're gonna eat regardless.
The Chiefs.
Same for the
Chiefs.
yeah.
Well, the Chiefs just have a good team.
Falcons were terrible, and they both had like a Cordero Patterson like got 1,000 yards.
Algier got
Algier.
1,000.
Oh, yeah, great year.
The scheme is insane.
They'll run that motherfucker
Yeah,
like
yeah,
40
it is.
times.
It's
Dude,
crazy.
I mean, I remember like a few years ago, the Giants before like last year, and they got Brian Dable. They ran on like 3rd and 11
yeah,
from the
that
goal
was
line,
Yeah,
some
bro,
shit. Like, what are you
that's
doing,
so
bro?
stupid.
It's just like,
Like, what are you doing?
They're trying to set up for
I
a punt.
hate that,
Yeah,
bro.
it's so dumb.
yeah, out here.
But
That's
football be getting me mad, man.
Nah,
We back. Football one more week.
yeah, we
7
almost back with
days,
football, man.
So bad,
7
I got
days.
a regular American dream 9 to 5.
But yeah, like that's so terrible for running backs. The line and it's like
You need a
game
good line.
scripts.
If
Like,
you're- but see, then it's
no matter
so
who you
risky.
are. I mean, some players like
They're
will take over.
heavily-
But
They're like receivers though because
no, receivers can eat
well,
them.
they're
Let me let you
heavily
finish, yeah.
dependent on the line, right? If
No,
the
receivers
line
aren't
is at-
dependent on the
no,
line
I
as
was
much.
gonna say,
Point first.
the receivers are heavily dependent on the quarterback. If you have an ass quarterback, bro,
Oh, yeah.
like if you're,
I disagree.
No, it depends.
Yeah,
you
like
tell me-
DeAndre Hopkins was with fucking Tom Savage and still going crazy. So I wouldn't say
Depends on
Tom
the
Savage
scheme.
is not a bad quarterback.
Yeah.
Maybe.
stop.
Well, he did good with
Stop,
Dude, like,
stop.
there's no way-
Stop. They
okay.
won like 3 games with that
Okay,
motherfucker.
listen
You
to
don't
this.
even
Do
know.
you
We
think-
don't even know who the fuck that is. Stop tripping.
Here, do you
Tom
think
Savage is
if,
not a good quarterback.
If you think Marcus Mariota was playing, was Vikings QB, you think Jefferson's eating the way he is?
Hell no.
Okay, so
I'm not saying, but I'm saying like the way it affects receivers would be a little less. Like
How
you
about
can still
OBJ?
you can still do well with a bad QB, just maybe not as good, right? We'll see.
They have
We'll
to
see
be
with Garrett
average.
Wilson though. Like he still got 1,100 yards with Joe Flacco and Mike White, but
They're
he's gonna get like
confident,
yeah.
Mike White was throwing like 350 yards in games.
I mean, okay,
he's
but
confident enough
he's
to be
not-
a backup, you know.
Yeah, but I'm saying like there's I'm
You
saying
need a good quarterback. That's period.
You
don't need-
like. It's hard to find a good quarterback in the league.
But
regardless.
every starting quarterback is competent. Otherwise, they wouldn't be starting.
No. That's why they traded.
Well, he's not starting, is he?
Exactly, that's what I'm
Or
saying.
That's what I'm
they're like,
saying.
you have a
They're
younger
changing these
QB
boys.
too. But like I'm saying, like Kirk Cousins, he's like middle of the pack. Tannehill's not bad.
He's not playing
Bro.
anymore. He was a starter at one point. He's not starting.
Ryan
anymore.
Yes, he is.
might start.
No, he is.
He's 100% starting.
If Tannehill will get a max contract. I think
Tannehill
Tannehill would. If he left, he'd get a max contract.
Dude, the Titans make the playoffs with him, like
every year.
not every year, but they
Almost every
consistently.
year.
Yeah.
If he went to the Falcons, would pay him money.
Miami, he was good in
What's his name?
Miami.
And he was good in Titans. He was better with the Titans, honestly.
Yeah, but he started getting good. I'm telling you, in Miami.
It's so hard to find a good QB though.
Well,
to
yeah,
the
that's
point
where he
where,
started
like,
in the league.
They pay him a bunch of money
No,
to
but he
to
was
play.
asked at one point, like even before.
Still above average though.
Well, because he played receiver in
Right now
college.
he is.
It was just a weird situation with him. He
Did
transitioned.
Cup play like quarterback or some shit?
No, that was Edelman.
Edelman played fucking.
Yeah,
quarterback.
Edelman played quarterback.
Yeah, the best ever.
But yeah, I'm like the running backs are way more dependent on the line than
Yes.
the receivers are on the QB. I'd say
Yeah,
though.
at this point, you just have to be a pass catching back.
Well,
It
if
helps.
if you can't do both, you're like they're especially not going
many
to pay
can,
you.
though.
Look at
You see
Henry.
guys like James Robinson who can't catch the ball. Like he can barely get a job just because
Yeah.
he can't catch the ball. Like
Yeah.
just limited role. You're only limited
You
to
gotta
like
be a really good
goal
runner.
line work and shit at the most. And it's like no one's gonna pay you that much because they could just draft somebody in the 7th round who does the same thing you do.
It's crazy. Najee Harris might be up the league soon too. Because once you hit 25 as a running back, it's
Well,
I
it
don't
depends.
know.
The thing is the running backs get out the league if they keep demanding money. Like guys like Madison signed an extension with us, but he only got like $4 million a year, which is
okay,
reasonable.
But some players like deserve them. Like Jonathan Taylor's not worth $4 million.
No, you're right, but I'm saying like if they could find a middle ground or something, he would be on the team and everything would be fine. But he wants to maximize his money, obviously.
As he should though, but because I think he's a top 5 back in the league.
Yeah, I don't blame him for that, but I'm just saying like the only reason that these running backs like get shelved early is because they want money so bad and they're not willing to settle for like a decent level contract because they're trying to maximize their money. But if they were to be like, I'll take like $5 million a year less, but a longer term deal, they'd be on the team.
Yeah.
You got an opinion?
Get in the fucking.
Facts.
He's not really a football guy.
No, Jonathan Taylor's a fucking. Why is Jonathan Taylor not getting paid, bro? What the fuck are they doing? Yo, the Colts are a stupid organization, bro. I'm telling you right now.
That is fair. That is true. Hopefully,
Simple.
Anthony
No, the Colts
Richardson
are
succeeds.
stupid, just overall. Just everything they've been saying is been
Shout out
right.
Justin Fields.
100 emoji.
Fields nice.
I can't agree with that one.
You don't like Fields?
Nah, I don't believe in him. I don't think he barely completes passes.
he's gonna start
Three passes.
But he's gonna develop the passing game.
That's not true because in college he was a passer.
Like he at least has the arm
College
strength.
ain't the NFL.
I mean, it shows you that you can do it.
You can work with that.
Yeah, a lot of people can do it.
And
But
who do you have at receiver too? Like
Jackson
weak.
just got accurate. Bro.
I think
Like,
he had
somewhat.
Garrett Wilson and Olave.
No, I'm talking about
my God.
on the Bears.
Oh yeah, he has no. Yeah, okay.
Both of them are. Oh my God.
Yeah, they both went to Ohio State. I don't know if Fields was with them at the same time, but they both went to Ohio State. So
Yeah.
I
yeah,
like Fields.
So
though.
I think he'll be okay.
good.
We'll see. This is his defining year though. If he doesn't
I
do
think
it
he'll be
now,
good.
like
I think they believe in him and they got him DJ Moore. I think they're like, all right. do
I mean,
your
yeah, they
shit.
gave him
Yeah.
pieces.
Yeah, we'll try to help you out. We believe in you.
The defense still
Times
bad,
now.
but it's
Yeah, they
It's,
need to
uh,
fix that shit.
another one. We could talk about another QB that's pretty bad. He got traded. Trey Lance. He's done for.
Oh my
4th
God.
round pick.
I wouldn't
He's
say he's bad.
third string on the Cowboys.
Listen, they gave like toilet bowl scrappings for that guy,
Dude,
bro.
you
Like,
know
what are
they
doing?
traded 3 first-round
'Cause he
picks
has no
to
value.
they traded they traded 3 first-round picks to move up to get Trey Lance. This motherfucker played 4 NFL games. Started 4 games for the 49ers. It's a bust. Like there's no doubt about it. They
It's a
fucked
bust
that
for
pick
them
up.
because they need to win now, but for the Cowboys, it's a perfect opportunity.
But it's
because we
like-
haven't seen him play.
When is he gonna play? Unless Dak gets hurt, even then he might not
That's
even
why
get.
you want to build him up, and then he'll be because he has the potential. He has like I would say potential, but like the physique, the body type.
But
to
build
be
him
a
up for
top
what?
tier
Like
QB.
Dak's
For the
your
future.
franchise
Ceiling?
future for what?
He's only 23.
Lance?
25.
Yeah.
No, Hassan, you're mistaken. He's getting hurt every year, bro.
And he's
Okay, yeah,
you're
that's
gonna
why.
have to pay him too. He's not like he's on a rookie deal for
Okay, you're not
fucking
gonna pay him
12
crazy,
years.
a crazy amount of money.
At
I
least
guess.
Look at it like I know it's different, obviously, but like
Yeah, he's 23 years old.
brother. Okay, but like when Joel came into the league, right? He didn't play what? How many years? 1 year. But the point is that when he did come in, he was nice. You saw like,
Who?
oh, this motherfucker's good. Joel Embiid. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
Trey, when he came in, brother, he still didn't look good.
He's only played like
He
2
looked
games.
bad in preseason this year.
Bro, you look bad in
Because the
preseason.
scheme's not built for him. It's built for Brock Purdy.
Bro,
It's 2 different.
Bro, no. 49ers, you could throw anybody back. If Jimmy
No,
G's
no.
excelling,
Not-
there's
not
no
in
way Trey
preseason.
Lance.
He's not playing with McCaffrey and
Hassan,
freaking Debo.
It doesn't matter.
If
It's
I'm
the
playing
same
with McCaffrey
scheme.
and Debo, I can play. But it's different because.
But he wasn't even good with them.
His attributes are him running. He didn't have a chance to play with them.
Look at his.
He got hurt.
Have you seen his college shit too?
Yeah, it was.
He played
didn't
one game in his
play that
senior
much.
year
Yeah,
in college.
he
because of COVID, but
So
that's not it.
essentially-
So he's played
Listen,
4 football games in 4 years.
Body of
You
work
can use that
was-
as a negative, but you can also use that as a positive.
No, it's
From
not
what you've
positive
seen,
in
you can
any-
see
Not
that.
positive
you
in
can see
any-
how good he could be.
I'm with Isaac
you can
on
see how
this,
good
bro.
he could be. Why would he get drafted 3rd then?
Because
They thought he
potential.
had potential.
Exactly, and
it
he
didn't
still doesn't
pan
have that
out.
potential. He just got hurt. He hasn't been able to show.
Bro,
that
he
potential.
4 years you play 4 games.
I
Because-
know, but-
okay.
okay. I
Go
think
ahead.
Hassan is basically saying like Dallas basically took a low risk chance onto getting him.
Yeah,
No,
but
they did.
And based on that low risk chance, if he turns out like he's saying, like Hassan's saying, Lance has a high ceiling that he could hit. He's not saying he's gonna hit it.
But it's like you
No, I
understand
agree
he's
with
only
that.
gonna play if Dak Prescott gets hurt.
Yeah.
So it's like
Yeah,
he's
but-
never gonna see the field unless
Either
Dak
way,
gets an
Unless
injury.
he, like,
Yeah, and I think that's good because you want to build up the quarterback. Like for the Packers right now, I don't think Jordan Love would have been good year 1. I think if you build him
But he's
up,
already been.
have experience.
But he's already had 3 years of experience
He didn't
sitting.
play. He's played 2 games.
and the-
Yeah, but he's at least been around the like. He's not gonna play on the. He's not gonna get games on the Cowboys either.
Okay.
So where's he gonna get experience?
Hassan,
Yeah, he is gonna get. He's gonna get games later on in his career.
Boston, there's a difference.
If Dak gets injured, if
No, I mean when Dak's like, I mean
He's there till
realistically, Dak got, like, 2
2026.
years.
Okay, but look,
He got 2 years
there's
left.
two
Okay,
differences
but Trey
2 years
Lance.
is good enough. And then
But you have
be
to
honest,
pay Trey
Love
Lance
is still
then.
He'd be on his
healthy.
5th-year option.
Love is still
right?
healthy.
What?
Love hasn't got hurt.
I don't even think he would be better than
I'm
Cooper
saying
Rush.
The point. My point is like my point comparing Love is
He
that
wouldn't be. He
you
wouldn't
want
be.
him
He's
to
not even
learn off the
QB2
bench.
on the
Look,
Cowboys.
Yeah, I know he's not.
But you're
So he's a
arguing
third string.
too
So
much
even if
with
Dak gets hurt, he's not even gonna get in the game this
That's
season.
not my point. You don't want him to play for a good 2 years.
Cooper Rush is nice, bro.
How long are you gonna develop him till you say fuck it, we're giving up?
Yeah.
No. You want him. You want to keep developing him to be the next star of the team, basically. Because he's only 23.
I don't-
You pick up his
He's-
30th
He
option,
might not be.
He's
and then you
not
drop
that.
him. Then he is a bust.
But the problem is,
I already think he's a bust,
At what
but-
point do we stop investing? You
You're
understand?
not investing much.
Oh, Dallas. No, I agree on that.
Yeah.
I agree on that.
That's why I
But
said-
to say like, what are you saying?
Use one mic, but
Oh,
I'm
shit.
saying
What are
that
you
like
saying?
you can't say he's a bust because he's only played a couple games and he still has potential to be good because he's only 23 years old.
Dallas. Yeah, sure.
He was putting like you can't blame. I
Low
don't know if you
risk,
can blame
yeah.
him for getting
No,
injured.
Okay. Low risk
But
and
he's
kind
been
of
put in a tough situation, you know.
I
Like
agree, I
Brock
agree.
Purdy balled out. He took his job.
There's always a
The
chance
NFL.
they could just fucking be the potential like you.
But I think- but let me say this. Let me say this. Let me
San
say this.
Francisco took an L.
No.
Chance
But
to
let me
bust.
say this: if he was good enough, I think the San Francisco 49ers would have kept him instead of trading him. If they saw in training camp, yeah, if they saw if he was that nice in training camp, there would have been like,
He's not taking. He's not.
we'll
taking
trade.
back.
Why did they pick Sam Darnold as the backup? If he's that nice, they would have picked him as the backup at least. But they said Sam Darnold's better than you.
Because think about
it's not-
that. Think about that. Hold on. Jordan Love, another thing. When Rodgers left, you know, as an organization, you could fucking go look for another quarterback.
No,
But they
why?
did- Because they saw potential in their guy, even during practice or the scrimmages, because he hasn't really got that much playing time.
You
And
invested
they
a first-round pick.
And they said,
So did the Niners, but they gave up
And
on him
this-
like it was
Because
nothing.
Purdy hasn't lost since
No,
he got
but
hurt.
it's not about that. It's even
That's
about the
big.
backup.
How can
They
you
said in
defend-
training camp that they were watching that Sam Darnold is better than you.
Because Sam Darnold fits the 49ers system under Brock Purdy better than Trey Lance does. Trey Lance is a running QB. Is he not?
Isn't that not better for the 49ers? They're a run-heavy
Kaepernick
offense.
had
That's not what
success.
Brock Purdy is. Brock Purdy was
Kaepernick
the
had
one.
success.
Okay, yeah, it was all under a different coach and a different offense.
I'm saying.
If Trey Lance, if they built the offense for Trey Lance, I think he'll be a better player.
I don't think
and
he's
I think
like
the
that.
Cowboys have an
Yeah,
offense.
but the Niners,
better
I don't
suited for
believe
Trey
in
the
it.
Lance.
Niners' scheme in general is to run the fucking ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they're a run-heavy
No, but-
offense.
The running backs,
Fuck,
like-
who's really at quarterback?
Okay, but the quarterback, like
And
Purdy,
that-
doesn't
that
run though.
shit-
Dude, they
right?
asked the QB to fucking check down and shit like that. It's not like they
Okay,
asked
but
him to
that's
throw
not-
deep
and
passes.
I'm just saying
Still
Trey
got
Lance's
Trey Lance.
greatest strength is to run the football, and Brock Purdy doesn't run. Like it's too hard. We know they don't play the same game of football. It's two
True,
different
but-
archetypes. So if you have Brock Purdy at one, you're gonna build the whole offense around him to succeed because he's your one. And Trey Lance
They're
has.
not building an offense around Purdy.
No, I'm saying as him as QB, like to get McCaffrey or
Yeah, they don't-
Kittle
they-
or
They're
gonna focus on his
Debo
strengths.
involved. You focus on his strengths to get those other people to.
So you don't think the 49ers were focusing on Trey's strengths in training camp and like
No, because Purdy was the one.
I think last year they were when he was starting the
Yeah,
games. Remember the Bears? They had like they were like they had a game plan with
And that
Trey.
game was he was playing in a freaking monsoon. No one was throwing
But-
balls
but,
there.
Hassan, how would you feel if you went to the store, right? You paid fucking $200 for a toy, and you bring it home and it's like, oh, it's broken.
I'd be pissed.
You'll be like, okay. They're like, hey,
Facts.
fucking wait
Yeah,
a month.
49ers are dumb.
But
I
they're
mean,
like, look,
like-
brother, you wait a month. and it's gonna be hot shit.
Yeah.
You wait your month, right? You get that bitch back.
It breaks again.
Just bad luck,
breaks
though.
again.
Yeah. And they already had like a nice toy.
So
with
now
Jimmy.
look at this. Now look at this. Now you're looking at all your friends playing with the fucking toys. Like, damn, this shit is hard. And you over here waiting like, oh, well, I gotta wait on mine. While you could just go to the store, get you another one, and say, fuck this toy, bro.
Yeah, I think 49ers made that was a terrible decision. You gave up 3 first-round picks for a guy.
You know
not
who the-
playing,
you
so
know
it's
who
already
the-
bad. I'm just saying, Lance is not a
Bro,
bust.
I
You can't
looked-
call him that yet.
I looked at the draft class, and all the players that were drafted after them, it would have fucking elevated the 49ers so high. Like Michael Parsons, Jamal. Like, if they got any of those dudes, you know how nice they'd be right now? Damn, bro. It's just a fucked up situation.
But dude, like coming off of a Super Bowl loss with Jimmy G as your quarterback and not getting it done, like you're gonna get a quarterback too. I mean,
he
it's tough.
just-
They're in a
he
tough
just-
situation.
Like we said, he
the
doesn't have a
dude
lot
in the
of
last
body
pick
of
in the
work.
draft is better than the guy you drafted with 3rd overall pick.
Man,
It's an
well, that's
unfortunate
how you can
situation,
end
bro.
it.
I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. I mean, if I'm not like the biggest Dak fan, but at the same time, like, unless
Yeah, he looks
I don't
bad.
know, I just don't
This
see
is
him
Dak's-
playing.
me
I don't see him
personally,
playing in Dallas. That's
he
it.
I
looks
hope he
really
balls
bad.
out. I hope he balls out.
Dak?
Lance.
Well,
I
he's
think
gonna have to
if
get an
Dak doesn't get
opportunity.
it done this year and next year, he's just
Hey,
done
he
for.
looks bad already, dog.
Dude, this
You see
is the
his
best thing he's
throw?
had in years
Did you see his
offensively.
throw?
Yeah.
Oh my fucking
If those
God.
interceptions don't go down, he's
They were like, bro,
Honestly, he's been injured a little bit too, so
Oh,
maybe
yeah,
he's
he's
a
an injury
chance.
prone.
Like last year,
Just
Cooper
like
Rush came in and played
then
well.
his
So
leg.
so that doesn't help his case though.
we'll see, man. Lance
See,
But
needs
this
a
is
lot
the
of
best
work.
offense that he's had in
It
like
shouldn't help
forever.
Lance's
Yeah,
case
yeah.
either.
No, I
What do you
mean,
Injuries.
What if Dak
Yeah.
just pulls up and starts throwing mad ins, bro? Are they just gonna like sit
will.
him?
dude, I
No, they
like
won't.
mad ins.
no. I
Mad
think
ins.
whoever led
They'll
the
blame McCarthy for something.
I don't know who led the league in interceptions last year. It was like
Yeah.
Davis Mills. No, it was Davis Mills, and then Dak was second, and he played like 7 less games.
That's
No, Dak was tied for first.
Oh yeah, he was tied, but he
It
played
was
7 less
Him and
games.
Josh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Bro,
Yeah.
he just loves turning it over, huh?
Dude, he just has terrible vision. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
If that happens again,
He
it's
makes bad
crazy.
decisions. That's all.
Awful, dog.
That's crazy.
Bro just can't see.
Yeah, I don't.
We'll see this year.
We'll
He has
see, it's his time.
Cooks,
I
Gallup's
look at
good.
these
100%.
CD should make another
That'll be hard.
the next
Cut it
jump.
out.
Tony Pollard's good too. Like
Probably would be good.
they have a great line. If he doesn't
got
get it
Brandon
done this
Cooks,
year,
too.
yeah. If he doesn't get it done this year,
Gallup
then
1 year off his
Somebody's
ACL.
gonna get
They
it.
lost Schultz, but they'll be fine, I guess.
yeah, Shoemaker's
Yeah,
not
Schultz
bad.
was like cool, but like
I like
Tight end's a
Schultz.
tight end, yeah, unless you're Kelsey or like freaking Mark.
I heard they have
Andrews.
somebody else who's pretty good already.
Shoemaker is like the guy.
They also have the other dude, like he's some kind of Hispanic name. I forgot his name.
We'll see though. It's going to be interesting for the Cowboys. They also play in the NFC.
That division is their whole division period is like tough. They got the Giants who played pretty good last year. They got Waller. They got some defensive
Waller's
players,
gonna be good.
and then
Commanders
Eagles
got Bieniemy
might
also.
be I mean Sam Howell looks pretty decent.
Yeah.
Like he looks okay.
Dotson should take a next step. He's,
Yeah.
he's
Dotson's
good
gonna
too.
be nice, especially
Yeah, he's
without
gonna be nice.
McLaurin maybe for game 1.
Yeah, we already know he's good with him with or without.
They got Curtis Samuel, Swiss Army knife, could do a
Yeah,
little bit of
he's
everything.
How do
good.
you guys feel
NFL.
about his their quarterback?
Sam-
I don't really
Sam
know
Howell?
much
Yeah, we
about
just
that.
said he's decent.
Yeah,
like
he
him?
played good in the preseason,
Yeah.
and I think Bieniemy will make it easy on him.
Well, yeah, that'll be big
Did
for him
you
to
guys
be
like
enemy.
the guy before?
No,
Hell no.
Taylor Heineke was the
Yeah,
guy.
like him, I like.
Heineke, yeah,
Yeah, hard.
but he's not a starter in the
Yeah,
NFL.
he's a backup.
backup.
He's a backup.
Carson Wentz is not even in the league no more, bro.
They were saying
Carson
that,
Wentz, yeah.
but he's not in the league because he keeps bitching every time someone comes. It's like, oh, I don't want to compete for the quarterback job.
Man,
Yeah,
yeah.
and he's kind of
Locker room guy. Yeah,
You
yeah.
talk about an interception.
Remember when Nick Foles came and won the Super Bowl? He was like crying about it. He was
Yeah.
like, "Why do you guys love him so much?"
Man,
Yeah, it's pretty
Foles came in and
unfortunate.
shut that shit down.
man,
All
he's
right.
Himothy.
It's time for the centers list, the final edition of our top 10 players. Y'all been waiting like 3 weeks for this.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, and we haven't touched upon is the small forwards. We're getting a lot of love on that, so appreciate y'all.
Thank
Make
you, guys.
sure you check the comment section, by the way, because everyone's like, "Why isn't KD here, motherfucker? He's a 4." Okay, understand that. We didn't forget about Kevin Durant. Please stop commenting that.
Disclaimer.
Yeah. So make sure it's off Basketball Reference or / ESPN. This time for the centers, we just did one common pool, which I pulled from Basketball Reference. So basically,
Yeah, if you think about it too, Kevin Durant should be playing power forward and not Josh Okogie this year. So.
yeah, exactly. I mean, he played power forward with the Suns that whole second half of last year, so he's definitely going to be power forward next year. So, honorable mentions. Let's get to it, brother.
Oh.
Anybody have any?
No.
Because it was hard for the last spot for me.
Yeah, me too.
It was just
Really?
like debatable. Like the other 9, I think are pretty solidified, but the last spot because okay. So here are my honorable mentions. I'm gonna say them. Walker Kessler. He's my honorable mention. He's just a rookie, and his numbers are just not comparable to the other guys. But I think going forward, he'll be very good.
Yeah.
Wendell Carter. I don't think he would make it, but I just love his game, so shout out.
Okay.
Chet Holmgren. He hasn't played a game in the NBA, but next season I think he'll be on this list easily. I think he'll be better.
He hasn't played yet.
No,
so
that's
you
what I'm
should've
saying.
put him on an honorable
No,
mention.
I gotta show because I'm saying next season he's gonna be on this list. So I gotta.
He hasn't
put
played
that,
yet.
I gotta put that take out now, though.
That's crazy.
I gotta put the take out now.
He hasn't even played yet, bro.
Let him cook his take, bro. Let him.
That's why he's an honorable
Let him-
mention
let
not
him
on the
finish
list.
his
He shouldn't be a mention.
Being
He
an
shouldn't be
honorable,
mentioned.
being an honorable mention means
should
you're
at least
over
play
like
a game.
you're still over some people. You know what I mean? How you gonna be over people?
Well, yeah, he's
You
over
already
like
have him over other
fucking
players. and he
Nas
hasn't
Reed.
played yet. Okay,
but
but Nas Reed is in like top
Nas Reed's
25.
pretty-
he was in the pool. He was over like Looney and shit. I'll take Chet over Looney.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Looney's a certified champion 2020 guy.
Okay, but I stayed to
has
the
he
wrong
done that?
place.
Looney on my list.
Looney's a rebounding machine.
Okay, all right. And then my last honorable mention. So it was between two people at 10. It was this guy and the guy I have. But they both were fucking awful last year, so it was hard for me to pick between the worst of two. So last honorable mention is Jared Allen. He just the playoff
Jared
shit
Allen.
just
That's
turned me
fair.
off.
Yeah.
I have
Like,
Jared Allen on the
like,
That's fair.
so those were mine. Anybody else have any?
Yeah, I have a. Well, nah, I don't have any honorable mentions.
No.
No, you do.
No, I'm at number 10. I'm ready.
Okay, so
You want to start then?
yeah, you go ahead. if
Bro,
you
I can
got
start
it.
right now.
Start, motherfucker.
Bro, Victor Wembanyama is my number 10.
Oh my goodness.
He has not played a single game yet, but
But yo, get the fuck out of here, bro.
But listen.
nigga.
Let me tell you something.
He heard us roasting him for
Victor-
Chet. He's had that in the tuck. He's waiting.
Victor's
He said, "Wait till they
gonna
hear
have
this
the
one."
most opportunity out of anybody who hasn't played a game like ever. And
Count.
How do I mute this guy?
who else is gonna average a cool 18 and 10 other than like Victor?
He hasn't played a
He
game.
hasn't
But
played a
listen,
game.
but what do you think
He
he's gonna
hasn't
do?
played a
What do you
game.
think he's
He
gonna
hasn't
do?
played a game.
15 and 7?
I don't care. I haven't
15
seen him
and
play.
8?
Wendell Carter had a better season than
He will
Wembanyama.
not have a better
The reason
season
why you can't put him at top 10
But he's
is
gonna
one name.
That's
one
ignorant.
Name.
That's
Anthony
ignorant.
Bennett.
Who cares about Ben? This is Victor Wembanyama.
He's the number one pick. You're gonna say you think he's gonna be good. He's the number one pick.
Compare Victor.
Kwame Brown. That's another
Victor.
number one pick.
You're
There's
glazing.
such things as
You're
busts.
glazing.
You haven't seen him play
You're
yet.
glazing.
Listen, Victor has like a 7'13" and a half wingspan, bro. You gotta
Yeah,
get
you
her.
you
He
have,
hasn't played
you have
yet.
13 and a half
He's 10.
dick in your throat of
He's-
Wembanyama.
Dude, he hasn't played
Damn,
yet.
got that.
You can't put
There's no
can't
way.
put anybody
No,
in.
you gotta change that. That's
Hey,
not
it
even
feels
valid.
good. No, it feels
had
good
the
up in here.
rule
No,
He's not even on Basketball Reference. He doesn't qualify for the fucking list.
But he's gonna be the 10th one.
No,
though.
you can't even put him. He's not on Basketball
play.
He's there.
Reference.
He's there.
He wasn't even in the pool. How did you put him on the
I
list?
saw him on the list. He just
He
came
wasn't on the
out.
list.
Pause. But he was there.
Bro, there's no. I didn't put him on the list. You have to pick somebody else.
But you didn't see him?
He wasn't on the list.
He
I
was
said.
on my list.
I don't care
He's
what your
on my
list
10.
is. You can't use him. He
Yeah,
wasn't in the
he's
pool of
so much-
players.
Nah, I got Valanciunas. Relax.
Number 10?
Yeah, number 10.
He wasn't even an honorable mention or on my
That's
list.
fine, because Wembanyama's on real 10.
That's boo.
Okay, I mean,
All right, I'll say my 10. At
Yeah,
10,
worst list.
I have Miles Turner, number 10.
whoa.
The reason why I have him at
Whoa,
10,
whoa,
'cause
whoa,
he's,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
he's a good basketball player. He
Oh,
does.
it's
He
low
can
as
shoot
fuck.
threes. He
It's
can
low,
block
low,
shots,
low.
but
It's very low.
he never plays. He always gets injured, and he's soft to me. He just doesn't have that it factor to me. And I've seen him play. Ricky too, a Pacer fan. He knows that he's a soft player, and that he doesn't care about winning as well. Like
Okay, I
he
don't know
just
where you
gets
got
hurt.
that from. Bro.
He doesn't, because we've seen him play for the Pacers for how many years now,
What does
and
that
do the
winning
same
have to do with
impact?
anything?
What?
Yeah, I just think
He doesn't have
good
the.
stats.
Well, why
attitude
would
to
you
win.
say yes? He
He's
doesn't
soft
care
and
about
doesn't-
winning.
He doesn't care.
No,
because
this
I've seen
is-
him play.
this
The way
is-
that he plays, to me, he doesn't look like he cares to win
I'll
basketball.
take.
And
I'll take.
the biggest reason is because he gets hurt a lot too.
Okay.
So
My number 10 is Rudy Gobert.
10.
Yeah.
10?
Yeah. He's 10 because he offers absolutely nothing offensively. He's literally damn near a negative on offense. Yeah, he's still decent defensively, but even guys like Walker Kessler average more blocks than him. Other guys in the league had bigger impacts than Rudy Gobert. Yes, he's going to give you the rebounds. He's going to play solid defense. He's slow-footed, gets cooked on the perimeter. He's just not the same person he was. And now it's like adapting to play with him. People have to adjust their play styles, get him involved. Like he's more of a hassle to play with on the offensive side of the ball than he is a positive. He's not even the DPOY level player that he was. He didn't make an all defensive team last year. He's just fallen off. And
You think he's not a DPOY because of him or the system that he was playing in with two
both.
centers?
I think it's both. And honestly, Cat missed most of the year and he still was bad. So it doesn't even matter that the two center system, whatever. He barely played. So I don't see
it's
him
a new
as
team
that.
though. I think you got to get adjusted, and you think he's going to be better than he was last season.
Yeah, but
Correct.
he's still 10. He's still 10. I think
All right,
the
let me
other
ask-
players above him
let
are
me
going
ask
to be
you
way
this.
better.
I saw this on Twitter the other day. Do you think Rudy Gobert is a Hall of Famer?
Probably.
Yeah, just do the
But
DPOY
we're going into next season, we're not going off
that
career.
That ties back to me thinking he's the same player that he was on Utah. Did his skill set change?
Yes.
How?
He's just a worse player.
Confidence.
Okay, that's an actual.
He's literally
good point,
a worse
but-
player objectively.
Nah,
I
I'm
say I
starting
think
to agree
this-
with Bez. I'm about to just throwing down my list. Like that. I'm starting to agree with you now.
I mean,
I
like-
agree though.
Because I think it was a system.
No,
I think him getting used to the system.
But what about
how players
defense?
play.
He's just not as a good defender. Like statistically,
think-
he's not as a good
He's
defender.
gotten worse.
I think statistically, but I think getting the system also like plays
You
a
can't
part
just blame
into that.
everything on the system, bro.
But let me finish my point as to why though. You have to rely on other defenders too to help you.
They had
tunnel
Jaden
players into-
McDaniels, who was an
You have to have
All-NBA
players-
defender. Anthony Edwards is a good defender. They
Yeah, he
traded
got
for
better.
Mike Conley, who's a decent
But
defender.
I think you still have to have chemistry on the defensive end to tunnel players into Rudy Gobert, and I think that's what made him so good on Utah because the coaches. had that
Minnesota has a
system
better
to-
defense than Utah
I'm
did.
I'm talking about, but it's all system based and coaching based. To me, I think you have to tunnel players into Rudy Gobert's vicinity for him to block the ball. And I think they'll get better next year, and I think he'll be the same
I
player.
mean, and
I don't
even in
think
Utah-
the skill gap has changed.
Now, even in Utah, when the playoffs hit, he was getting exposed.
Yeah,
like
it's playoffs. I'm talking about regular season.
But
though.
I'm saying now it's translated. And now it's translated to the regular season. Now people know his weaknesses. They pull him out to the perimeter, and maybe it's a little bit on the coach for not putting him in the best position. But at the same time, like that's a weakness that you can't ignore. He's never going to get better at being. If anything, he's going to get slower. As,
So you don't
as the
think
years
he'll
go
get
on.
back to that?
I mean,
level of
I
defensive
think
play?
he'll be better as like overall as a fit and probably not, probably play more efficiently. But I just don't think he's that same player. He's not going to be another defensive player of the year candidate ever again. I don't even know if he's going to make
Really?
another all defensive team ever again.
Off
He's
of
just
one
not.
season?
Yes,
That's how much it told you?
yeah, it told me a lot, honestly. And it's just I see the way players talk about him in the league. Like they don't really respect him. So
Okay.
I have
You
no
can-
reason to respect him.
You can
either.
not respect a player and still think he's good, though.
I mean, he's a top 10 center. Like I'm saying, he's not garbage. That's why he's
10 is
number
kinda low.
10. But he's not. He's
All right.
everyone above him is significantly better and is only going to continue to get better.
Significant.
I don't want to say significant. They are
Better.
better than him, and they're only going to continue to get better. Whereas Rudy Gobert's aging, getting worse on one of the worst contracts in the league. They have to literally try to incorporate him in any type of way as opposed to him fitting in. Like he's a hassle to do offensively. At least he's definitely, and even defensively to some degree. Because when you switch everything in the modern NBA, like it's hard for him to be out there. So and when he's not near the basket, when
Like
he
I
gets
said,
pulled
though,
out.
it's hard for every center in the league to guard a guard, though.
I
Let's
mean,
be real.
you're right.
AD,
But,
see what AD did to Steph.
yeah. Well, we'll get
Steph doing
to
that to
AD.
every player.
See what AD
Bro,
did to.
We'll get to AD. We'll get
Bro,
to
AD
AD.
did the job.
Just want to say something real quick. Victor's better than Gobert on both ends, bro. Offense and defense. And you
Stop.
guys don't want to say nothing.
Say your
He
10.
is, though.
Stop
He hasn't
glazing.
played yet.
Stop
But he hasn't
glazing.
played. But is he? No. Okay.
No, until I see him play a game in the NBA.
Yeah, he's got to
I
play.
haven't seen him.
He has to play 1 minute at least.
don't know,
1 minute.
bro.
He has to be
You're right,
listed
you're
in
right.
Basketball
You're right.
Reference.
And then I can glaze him?
Yes,
Knock on
yes,
wood.
yes.
So what if he gets hurt the first second of the game?
Bro, I'll bet so much amount of money that won't happen.
Yeah, he won't.
Okay,
But, like, relax, bro.
That what if is a possibility. Knock on wood. Hopefully it doesn't happen.
Put one elbow in his chest.
Bro, Gobert
don't
was,
know.
Gobert was not a unicorn number one
Yeah.
draft pick, bro. Like, you can't compare it. Like, I'm never mind, bro.
What do you mean? Yeah, you can.
I agree with you, but you're also glazing by putting him at 10. But
Man.
He's 10, though.
So like
go
when-
ahead.
He's gonna have a better season.
Go ahead.
than so
Go
many-
next number 10.
Gobert is my number 10.
No, let's
I
go.
agree.
Let's go. My man on the fly. I
Control C,
agree with
Control
you.
V. Do you see
His
this?
ass is fuck.
Control
His
C, Control
confidence
V.
is ass.
Confidence is ass.
No,
That
it
is
really
true.
is.
You see-
Also,
you seen his
France got
jumpers?
eliminated in FIBA already.
Bro,
that's crazy.
it's
You
like
seen his
he's
jumpers?
just a fucking walking
If he
bro.
takes those in the game, bro,
Swear to God.
Jesus Christ.
And then
Okay.
none of his teammates like him. Like, he's not even cool. He spread COVID.
Yeah, he punched Kyle
He
Anderson.
started Kobe.
Bro, he punched Kyle Anderson.
Yeah,
Yeah.
great point.
And matter of fact, Jared Allen's 10 now.
Like, what the fuck?
Those are actually all good points.
You not
I
play
forgot
no
there was beef,
stats. Like,
Yeah.
you play only defense. And then, like, the
important.
thing is, like, you saying, like, oh, it's the scheme. It's the...
That's what I think. Yeah.
You're 7-something, dog.
There's a lot of 7-foot players that
How much-
stink that can't do
how
what Rudy
much
Gobert do.
more Taco
Yeah,
Fall
yeah,
can
Taco
you
Fall.
suck
Taco.
somebody, brother? Like,
Spoon
you're
feed.
something, dog.
He's
And, like,
DPOY.
I get the scheme might not be right, but fuck.
Get some footwork or something.
He's like one of the first
Not good.
Yo,
Supermax.
get a hook shot, motherfucker, at least.
Get a
bro.
post fade or
And,
something.
and then not only that, let's say he is doing good in the game, right? At the end, he's gonna always choke on you.
Yeah, I agree. I agree too.
Pause.
I agree.
What the fuck
Yeah,
do I
that's
do?
crazy.
But I think he's.
What do I do? I gotta sit this
think-
motherfucker at the 5? 5 minutes
Not in the
left
regular
before I gotta
season
sit
though. We're
this
talking about the
motherfucker?
regular season, not the playoffs.
He's
It's not the top 10
liability
centers
on
in the
offense.
playoffs.
I mean, he could be a liability on fucking defense sometimes. sometimes too, and you're.
No, he can't. Oh yeah, he
Yeah,
can.
yeah,
Sorry.
he can.
Yeah, he can.
My fault. My fault.
I've seen so many people bang out on his fucking dome.
That is
Don't
true, too.
tell me he-
It's not all his fault.
Russ
though.
on the Lakers had one of the nastiest
yeah, that
dunks on
shit
him.
was-
Dog,
dirty.
so it's like, brother, the one thing you're good at, right? You're fucking. Sometimes you're not good at. Like
True. It's
what's
true.
fair.
Facts.
Simple for?
People are barely.
That's
You don't
fair.
see AD getting cooked like that, especially not by guards.
At least have a good attitude.
You compare Anthony Davis to Rudy Gobert, bro. Like,
Could defensively,
Yeah, you could.
like, you
I
can
mean,
just compare
You
them.
should be able
You can
to.
compare
One
them,
got
yeah,
3
like-
defensive player of the years.
Yeah.
Only defensively.
it's different times, though. You know?
Yeah.
Who's your 10, Omari?
Yeah, spoon for
Mine was Turner.
Okay.
I got him low just because I see the same things. I mean, maybe I'm influenced because I have to hear Rick complain about this nigga all day. But
I just
I
don't
watched
see.
the game,
I don't
too.
see
It's
a
just
world
like-
where Rudy Gobert is better than Miles Turner. I'm sorry, because he blocks shots just as good and he can shoot threes. Like he gives you something offensively. That's just like
he's a good shot blocker, but it's just like he's decent at what he does. But it's just I guess it's watching somebody not put in
Rudy
the
Gobert
effort
impacts winning.
and like
or
not
used
not
to.
being
What is
like
it? What is it?
I think
high
Miles-
motor, high
Impacts
energy.
winning more used-
I disagree
Makes it
with
seem
that.
like people you don't want to play.
I would
Miles
argue
does.
he also impacts.
And he gets hurt a
losses
lot.
Bro, y'all not gonna like where I have
Playoffs,
Miles
in the
Turner.
playoffs.
Y'all not gonna like where I have Miles Turner on my list, bro. There's no way y'all are gonna support
I
this
feel
shit.
like when you lose though, it's a big Gobert.
Miles hasn't done anything in the NBA.
Huh, Miles Turner?
Yes, he
Yes.
has.
He has not.
Gobert.
You're
done.
tripping.
He has not done
He's
shit
a Hall
in
of
the
Famer.
NBA.
He's a future Hall of Famer.
Bro, we're talking about next season.
No,
Not
I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know.
What's leading us to believe that Miles Turner is gonna be like some name in the NBA? Gobert's been a name. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
Listen.
Exactly.
But he is though.
Who? Why does that matter? Why does that matter?
Also
Because I
saying,
think
like,
Why does the
I
name
think
matter?
Going
because
into
we
next
can have an
season,
expectation for Gobert. We're
Yeah.
not gonna
Who's
expect
better,
him to
John
be-
Wall or
You're
Jalen
doing
Brunson?
shit.
Right now in 2023, John Wall or Jalen Brunson?
has nothing
Who's
to
a
do
better
with
name?
football.
Who's the
listen,
name?
If I thought John Wall would be what he was in the past, I'd say John Wall.
Okay.
So I think Rudy Gobert.
Okay, but I don't. I think Miles Turner's gonna be like he's gonna clear Rudy Gobert.
he gets better every year. But I mean, like,
Well, what is your expectation?
He doesn't
of
do
Miles Turner?
anything.
Like 16 and like 9.
He could split
He averaged
the floor.
18 and 8 this season, shooting.
He could split
Shooting.
the floor.
Over
That shit
30.
helps so
38,
much.
39.
It does
Shooting.
help. It does
Being
help.
able to shoot helps so fucking
It does.
much.
But who'd he help? Who's he helping?
Pacers.
He's on a rebuilding
Pacers
team.
stink.
What is he supposed to
Been on a
do?
rebuilding
Yeah,
team.
but
Gobert made a
then,
team,
he's-
a 60
he's
win
That's
team,
his
though.
fault. He's telling the front office, "Hey, don't trade for these stars."
So
Don't.
if you
But
turn him
Turner's been
into
there
a-
for years before they weren't always rebuilding. They were rebuilding the last couple
Yeah,
years.
Malcolm
Who do they have though? Who do they
Brogdon,
have?
Sabonis.
though?
There was a playoff.
That's a
There was a
playoff
playoff
team.
team every year.
Okay, it's a
Every
playoff team.
team. And he wasn't even close to that.
Neither of those two players are
No, but
even gonna
he's
get you
on the
past the
team,
first
like-
round.
But they're better than Miles, aren't they?
Okay, that has to have nothing to do with what Miles
Well, I just
does.
don't think
He's the
like-
third option,
doesn't
and what he
impact
brings to
winning
the
that
team
much.
isn't going to put him over the top like Gobert can. Gobert did. He got up to 60 wins.
You think, dude? What did he do to contribute to that? Besides
Neither why.
defensively.
That's all. That's what he's used.
Okay, Miles
Dude's getting
Turner is a
paid 200
two-time block champ.
Dude's getting paid 225 million for a reason, or 200 million. for a
Miles
reason.
Turner got an extension
What-
for a reason.
but he's not getting the supermax money. You will never touch that.
That doesn't mean that he's a worse player.
When I look at Rudy,
It does.
Rudy got paid off what he used to do, not what he is
And I
now.
think he's going to do that.
I
That's why
disagree.
have him higher.
He's not that good. He's not that good anymore, bro.
Call him
Who?
Roy. Fucking Rudy, dog.
How? He's a Hall of Famer. He's a
Dog,
future Hall of Famer.
Roy Hibbert was nice as fuck
For
at
1
one
year.
point, and then he just
Yeah, but,
Okay, but Rudy been good.
just fucking
You're
died,
good.
Rudy been
We
good.
not in 2020, bro.
Expectations of Rudy, though.
This
We
ain't
have it.
2019,
Say
bro.
you're
It's
not.
not the same
Say
Rudy
you're not.
Gobert,
It's
man.
Not
It's been-
gonna be that mad.
It's been 2 years, or 1 year. He's only been on the team for 1 year.
I can't believe I'm agreeing with Isaac. He didn't even watch ball since like
Yeah,
2016.
Come
And
on,
y'all
bro.
are saying Rudy in 2023.
This offseason's gonna develop Rudy.
But Rudy, dude, you guys act like Rudy does like averages like 2 points. Like
He
still
averages
averages
13 points.
Okay, but like
Miles
he
Turner
used to
clears
average
him
16,
offensively.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay, but
but
still,
it's like-
the gap. I think there's a bigger gap between them defensively than
I
there is-
disagree.
I think there is.
I
There is. I
disagree.
agree with the
I
Huge
disagree.
facts.
Wait, between
because when it just
Gobert
straight off
and Miles.
production,
Nah.
straight off production.
Not
okay,
in
if you want
20
to talk
not
about
last
spacing
year.
the floor is different, but I'm talking about when it comes to effectiveness. It's just like if Rudy Gobert scores, yeah, he only scores 13, and what's his name has 18, but it's like.
He rebounds better too.
Gobert's
Yeah,
defensive
he also
presence
does
is, like,
rebound better.
literally, like,
Miles Turner's
massive.
not even that good of a rebounder
I mean,
for a center.
He averaged
Like,
8
he doesn't
rebounds.
average double
Not
digits.
terrible. 8 rebounds last year is not that
Gobert's
bad.
defensive
It is for a
presence
center
actually,
for
like,
6
problem.
foot.
It is,
Like,
yeah, exactly.
You don't think Miles Turner is a problem defensively? He blocks shots. He's one of the best shot blockers in the league.
Gobert's more of a problem.
He's a better shot blocker.
Not
Come
in
on,
2023.
be honest.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Gobert's
We'll go
still a
into
better
next
shot
season.
blocker than Miles Turner.
We're gonna look into
I
this.
disagree with
What's
not
your nine,
this
though?
year. Not this year.
Game kills his ranking so much.
But that's
Like
not
a
what he's.
fighter,
That's not
like
what he's getting
you
paid
just-
for.
I also think you're
That's why you have him on the
overestimating
roster.
what he's doing defensively now. Like you guys are still living in that.
1
Oh,
year.
he could get back to what he was. I don't
Yeah.
think so. I
Dude,
disagree.
His skill set isn't like.
He doesn't do anything different.
He doesn't have a
Yeah,
skill
exactly.
set. There is has no skill set.
He has
He
no
stands
post
3 feet
game.
and then
Buck-
goes up and
Yeah.
down.
And he's not even good at that anymore.
He is good.
That's been 1 year. He can go back to. He's on a new team.
Okay.
Give him a chance.
All right.
I'm not gonna say he's not good at blocking shots anymore.
But we know that though.
No, but Isaac,
You're not paying him for that. You're not paying him for that.
Isaac, he averaged. Isaac,
And then sometimes he doesn't bring it.
Let's move on to number 9. Let's go to number 9 because I got Miles Turner way higher, and it's gonna be a mess when we get to.
If I'm paying
My number
defense,
9.
I need 4 blocks a game.
Yeah,
Nobody getting back.
facts. But
You need to be the
Nobody
best
getting that.
rebounder. I mean, best blocker of all time.
I need Andre Drummond Hall of Fame rebounding numbers.
Bro,
That's
you
crazy.
are 8 feet.
All right,
You don't
for
even have time to talk
number
about
9,
that.
I got Looney. I love my guy Looney. I was high. I mean, I'm big on him.
He's not on my list at all.
Me
Nah,
neither.
he
But
deserves it.
respect.
Nah, I think
I'm
he
not mad at that. He's good.
I think he deserves it just off the playoffs alone. When getting 20 board games in the playoffs is not easy.
Facts.
You know, and he was doing those.
They wouldn't win without him.
I mean, the rest of the
They
players on
wouldn't
his
have-
team
they
are
definitely wouldn't
6'6"
without
and
him.
shorter, so that kind of helps him. But
Yeah, but still, he still has a rebounding
You're
skill.
Yeah, he's a
battling
rebounding
against Sabonis. You're battling against fucking AD. Like,
solid.
Yeah.
You know what I
Solid.
mean? Like, it's not obviously his team is tiny.
Miles
but,
Turner's better though.
Yes.
And Looney.
I
He just
mean,
offers
better,
more.
a
But I
better
wouldn't have
player, I
Miles-
would say,
I'd rather
but
have
impact,
Looney-
Like, I have Looney here off of straight impact.
I think if
like,
Miles Turner was on the Warriors, it would elevate them way higher because then he could space the floor for Curry and he could block shots way
That's it.
more than
Dude,
Kevon
If you think about it,
Looney
Miles
could.
Turner's like game is a perfect center, like what you want on your team. But the way that he contributes, or the way that he plays basketball, and the way that he contributes to a team, isn't as viable as other players. And
I
you
disagree.
can see that
I
on
don't think he has,
Indiana.
I
like,
think
high
you
of
could
a
plug
player
him
in
into
the
any team. He's a perfect stretch four. He could block
He's
shots
been
and
on
hit
good teams
threes.
though. Indiana's had good teams, and he hasn't played to.
I don't think Indiana has that good teams,
good enough playoff teams.
but playoff teams, first round exit playoff teams. Like
But they won enough games.
there's
though.
never been expectation for the Pacers to even get past the first round. Like
And he's not helping them.
Okay, but he can only do so much. I'm not saying he's a fucking top 20 player in the league. I'm just saying,
top 10.
huh?
You're saying he's top 10.
Top
though.
10 center, not
Yeah.
player.
Center though. Like I'm saying, if he's a top 10 center, these players should be able to impact winning.
Okay, but he does impact winning to a degree.
When?
He can only do so much as a guy whose role is to block shots and hit threes. They don't ask him to get in the post and post up. Like that's not his role. They give the ball handling duties to Tyrese, to Malcolm, whoever's on the team.
Okay, but
they
I've
handle
seen
the ball.
players that with his skill set like impact winning way more
Who?
than he has. He'll be on my
Kevin Love.
list. He'll be on my list.
Okay,
Kevin
we'll
Love.
see.
Prime Kevin Love.
Okay, but
Yeah,
that's
that's-
still,
but
you
Not prime
can't.
Kevin Love, but
It-
Kevin Love
block
won the
shots.
championship.
Yeah, Kevin Love was different. Obviously, he's better. Like I'm not gonna argue that, but I'm just saying like
Who's your 9, Isaac?
My number 9, guys, is fucking DeAndre Ayton.
me too. I got 8 and 9 as well,
Dude, we
baby.
got-
Let's
I
go.
I got him higher than that.
Let's go.
All right, Aiden is ass as fuck.
Nah, he's,
Why is he not?
that's crazy.
I'm not gonna
Same
say all
reason-
that, brother.
Same reason as Rudy, dog. Like, bro, like
It's
you were
actually the
good
exact
at one
opposite
point.
reason,
You were
to
good
be
at one
honest.
point. You were good at one point, but again, your mentality is holding you back, brother. Something about your confidence is like not there no more.
Yeah,
I
if we
agree
you
with
were
that.
good, and you're
Aiden
letting
got a worse
literally-
mentality than Turner.
Yeah, you're letting
100%.
your head get in between
like
your
the same.
fucking game.
I
bro.
think Aiton's way
You're
worse.
acting like a fucking diva, and you're not producing.
So that
Like
point
that's
start
not a
thing
good
too?
fucking mix.
I know.
Yeah, bro's taking
But he
L's
can be
off the
really
court
good,
too.
though. But this motherfucker could be really good, but he's letting
So he's
himself
the number 1
stop
pick.
himself.
I think Aiton, he, like I said, the attitude is bad, and he oftentimes shows that he doesn't care. He doesn't put effort in. We remember those plays against the Nuggets where Jokic is getting like 7 rebounds in one possession. Dude's just standing under the basket watching this motherfucker work him. And also he's one of the bigs. Like for his size, he has no type of like low post presence. All his shots are like floaters and turnarounds. He doesn't go down there bang. He has no type of post game. A lot of it is just mid range shots, and he's good at like
finesse.
catching lobs and stuff. And you know he's a decent jump shooter. He's an okay defender, an okay rebounder, but like he doesn't. I wouldn't say he excels at anything. He's just like average at everything. So it's like,
He's
you know,
above average. I think he lived up to the number 1 pick.
oh, I mean,
We have different perspectives on what.
yeah,
one is,
I guess you're right. Yeah.
But in my opinion, I think he lived up to the number 1 pick. I think he averaging over 18. I think he averaged. Almost 20. I think he averaged 20 the year that they made it to the finals.
No, that was his good year. Yeah. If
Yeah.
we're talking about that year, motherfucker, he would be way higher on my list.
So you don't think he can ever get back to that though? He's still young.
No, but I think
Going into next season,
the
at least.
situations is bad because like him and the Suns have been like in a bad situation, and now you're only going to be further down the depth chart. Like you couldn't excel with Chris Paul there. Now Bradley Beal's there, who's going to demand
what-
more touches.
yeah.
You're going to score even less. Like
Yeah, but what if he excels in not doing what he does best on that team? Like
that would
not
require
scoring
him to
as
buy
much.
in, and
Yeah.
I don't know if he is capable of doing
so
that.
that's why you have
I
him.
think
I think he will buy in. That's why
Yeah,
I'm
but I
buying
say
him.
me too.
time.
He has
I
shown
think
me
he'll buy in.
nothing at all to
He's young.
indicate that he could buy in. Like
Well,
that's
they
the
got a
thing.
new coach. And,
I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
they wanted it like
New
he wanted
coach.
what's his name gone.
I mean, we'll see, but-
And Vogel,
They
Vogel's
kept him. He wants him to
good
be an
defensive coach,
all-star,
so
too.
Hopefully they
Remember
he
that?
transforms his defense.
It's a possibility, but like
I'm
now, I'm
plus-
not.
It's not
I'm-
looking too good.
I think he'll.
I'd
figure-
buy stock,
yeah,
stock.
me too. I think he'll figure out that it's bigger than him right now.
I think he'll
like,
be good
with
too, though.
I think
Bradley,
he'll have a better
Buck,
Yeah,
season,
everyone
but
on
I just don't believe in like him just like
buying into it.
I don't believe him completely changing his game. Like I think
Or
he
his
could do.
personality too.
I think he'll do some things better, but I don't see him like, oh, I'm just gonna
has
be
to, though.
fine with getting rebounds and getting lobs. Like he's still gonna want touches and shit. Like
I think
I
they'll
don't
buy
think.
into that.
If he
No, I
We'll
think
see,
he'll-
we'll
no,
see.
He'll get
I
some
think he'll
touches,
still get touches
obviously,
though.
yeah.
Yeah,
if
he'll
he
still
doesn't
get.
buy in, though,
yeah.
he's gonna look really bad.
That too.
Because he likes taking them fucking.
You kinda have to buy in.
He definitely does because if
They
he
wanna get
doesn't,
paid.
he's getting traded
Yeah.
for sure.
100%.
So that was
Okay.
number 9 for me. Is
Yeah.
DeAndre.
At my
Ayton.
9, I have Alfred Sengun.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I actually had him. I was gonna have him at my 10, but
Who the fuck
didn't
is
put him
this?
there.
I'm just the Rockets just got too many dudes like this offseason.
But he's so skilled.
He's good. Like
He's,
I really like him. I'm high on him too. But
Yeah.
I'm like
I feel like his ceiling
He's still young.
could be Jokic. Yeah, he's young.
Oh,
He's
don't say
gotten
Jokic.
taller.
Don't say Jokic.
I said
Don't say Jokic.
his game is similar. That's
You
his
could say it's
ceiling.
Sabonis, but Jokic
Ceiling.
is different.
I think he'll be better than
Better than
Sabonis.
Sabonis, so you have to say Jokic.
Yeah.
Oof, I don't know,
I think
man.
you'll-
Sabonis
that's like
is
the
really
You
next
have
good.
another year into the league.
Bro,
He can
Sabonis
do
is a
everything
two-time All-Star.
offensively. Besides,
You think Sengun's making an All-Star
Yeah, I
next
think
year?
his offensive capabilities is way higher than Jokic.
I mean-
than Sabonis. Sabonis, dude, you saw what they did to him in the playoffs. They didn't even guard him at the free throw line. They're letting him shoot free throw jumpers. I
mean-
Sengun can hit that. He can hit a three. He has playmaking ability. He can post up. He just sucks defensively.
Passing.
Yeah, playmaking ability. He can pass the ball. And I think
He's not there
with
yet,
that
though.
veteran leadership with Van Fleet. I think Dylan Brooks will install some defensive mindset, at least
Dylan
a
Brooks.
tougher mindset, at least, right?
I
They
think
have
more Ime
veterans.
Udoka
Javonte
than
Green
Dylan
is
Brooks,
huge.
bro.
Udoka also as their coach. I think he'll take that next step and be. He should be their best player.
I agree with you, but I don't
going
think
into it.
next year. I think it's a year too early on this.
Okay.
I would say like give it another year because there's a lot going on there. They got a new coach. They got a bunch of new players. He has to buy in. Like he has to learn too. Like it's not like he's gonna snap
I
into
think
it right away.
he's an offensive. Not many players can play like him at his skill set. And I think he'll just keep continuing to gradually get better every year. And that skill set alone, with him getting better, is going to put him in positions to get like almost average a triple double.
Also, you'll see with my list,
that
like
good.
like the big, you have to be like being good defensively as a big is the most important thing. Like
Okay.
that's by far the biggest position of important. Like
Yeah,
you
he's
can be
terrible
bad,
defensively.
you can be bad like as a defender, as a point guard. Like we see with Trey Young, Steph Curry's not the greatest defender, but they're still good because it's not as important to be good
But you got
defensively.
Rudy Gobert at 10.
Yeah, because his offense is so bad. Like it's literally not redeemable.
13 ain't crazy. I mean, but you already know who he is. And I guess
I also
guess
think
that's
he's
why
gonna
I
get
have him at
worse
10.
too. So that's
Okay.
yeah.
Also, it's like if like your only attribute is that you can shoot and then you can't shoot either. It's like what the fuck.
Exactly.
But
That's
he's a 7 foot, like 2
And
specimen
that's
who
what
still
makes
moves.
it worse, Gabe.
You don't think you can figure it out again?
I don't.
Isaac, I'm gonna say this. We acting like this man's not gonna be like actually a defensive
I don't know
threat.
why
like
Isaac
obvious,
tearing
like,
off his
like
mic
we're saying
all
he's not
fucking
gonna be an
time,
offensive threat, a defensive threat.
I'm sorry.
We're saying he's not gonna be a defensive threat.
What does that mean? Defensive threat.
Okay.
As in, like he has a defensive presence in the paint.
Brother, Jared
Like,
Allen.
to
I mean,
deter.
it's there, but I think a lot of the centers above him are better defenders.
Claxton is a
There's like-
defensive president.
top
There's
tier
like
defenders.
there's like 5 or 6 bigs who are better defensively than him.
I mean, I think
Pure defensive,
Okay.
like 6
I didn't even
defensive.
think. I think he's still top 3.
Gabe.
hell
you think
no,
I'm
hell
6'6"?
no.
Gabe,
Defensively,
I have a question,
yeah.
Gabe.
Yes.
Gobert plays a certain level of defense that you consider high.
High,
right?
yeah. For a big,
now,
yes.
Now, where's the next guy ranked?
Under or above him?
Under. You said under?
Which one do you want me to name? People
You
better
have-
at defense
no,
or
no,
worse?
Hold on.
worse.
Did you give your
Worse.
number 9?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, give your number 9 before we fucking start talking about Rudy again. Like,
Oh yeah, I'm
let's
gonna drop
keep
it. I'm
going.
gonna drop the subject.
Yeah,
actually,
we gotta go
my number
number
9 is Rudy Gobert, so we can keep talking.
Okay,
about,
okay.
not playing. But we said why Gobert, what we think about him. Pretty much, I think he's.
Is he actually
still-
number 9?
Oh god, yeah, he is.
Okay,
Number
okay.
nine.
Bro, he
I don't know if you were
costs too
trolling.
much.
No, that time was serious. One
what's
was
your
better.
number 8 then?
Yeah.
What's your number 8?
And then my number 8 is Capella. I think.
Oh, really?
Whoa,
Damn.
he didn't even make my list at all.
no.
No
Why?
honorable mention,
Go
nothing.
ahead, why?
I think
I mean-
Okongwu could take his job mid-season.
Same here.
Bro, I don't even know. I just saw his name. I'm not
He
gonna
said,
lie.
I don't even
Alright,
know.
You can.
Next.
I'm gonna talk
That's
about
honest
Gobert.
answer. Honest
I
answer.
want to talk about Gobert too. But
What do you-
Yeah, he made this list in the car, bro.
What the fuck?
At number 8, I have DeAndre Ayton. I think he'll buy into the system, like I said earlier, and if he doesn't buy into the system, it's not going to be looking good too good for him. I think all the things that you said of him being soft, the mentality thing, if he doesn't buy into that system, it's going to be double. The media presence is going to be double looking into him on that. Mm-hmm. That's just going to hurt his career long term. I think he has a skill set to be good still, and I think that he should complement all the other star players and know that this season's bigger than him, and he's just going to have to buy in. And he's Frank Vogel, like Omari said, new system, defensive predicated. If he could be a big force defensively, I think they'll be good, and I think he's number 8 for those reasons.
For my number 8, this is where I put Nicholas Claxton.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't have him all this either.
You didn't have him at all?
No,
wow.
me neither.
That's crazy. I think he was one of the best defenders in the league. I think he got, once the KD Kyrie trade happened, they kind of dropped off a little bit just because the team was poor, worse overall. He was in contention for all defensive teams. He's a great lob threat. I think he's only going to continue to get better, expand his offensive game. He has some, he's a good, I think actually have statistics here.
So just
I think
one year of this makes him better than Rudy Gobert.
Like, what are we talking about here?
And Rudy Gobert.
Yes.
Come on now, man.
Yes.
Like, Gobert's been doing this. He has one bad year. We're going to drop him off? That bad?
Hold on, bro. Let me talk, bro.
Right,
so he shot 71% from the field last season, which was the highest in the league. He has the highest field goal percentage in the league. Yeah, I mean,
his points per game?
He averaged 13, 9, and 2.5.
13.
2.5 blocks. So he was up there with blocks, and I think he's only going to continue to get better. He showed a lot. He was a double-double machine for a large part of the season. I'm a little bit skeptical because they don't have a point guard anymore. I mean, I guess you could say Dinwiddie, and hopefully Ben Simmons bounce back and he can contribute. But I think he's only going to continue to take steps. I think he's one of the prototypical centers you need. He could run the floor really well. He's good on fast break. He has an offensive game. He's very mobile. Like, he's obviously, we talked about centers not really being able to stay with guards, but he's one of those guys that can do a decent job of it just because he's so lengthy and tall. And I really think he's
Would you say he has a better skill set than DeAndre Ayton? Who's more skillful?
Well, offensively, DeAndre, but I think
Both.
defensively,
yeah.
clears him. I think it's not even close.
I think he's just a good blocker.
I think he's a good rim protector, and he's good defense. I mean, yeah, he's not going to bang with you down low, but he's really good at protecting in the rim. Again, he's one of the top shot blockers in the league, and I think that's very valuable. Not only that, but he's semi-mobile. Like, compared to other centers in the league, compared to Rudy Gobert, way quicker than him on his feet.
There's no reason that DeAndre Ayton shouldn't have a better season than Claxton.
I mean, I disagree. I mean, I think the impact will be more in Claxton because defensively, like I said, defense matters way more for centers to me.
Brooklyn ranking like next year, say like a range.
Well, I don't know. I think they'll be like a playing team. I don't know. Though I don't see Brooklyn being good, but that doesn't mean Claxton's not going to be good. Like, I'm not going to equate team success to how good the player is. Like, that's like saying,
that's why you have a player on your team. Though.
I mean, Shea made first team all in the NBA. The fucking team didn't make the playoffs.
Claxton's not number one. How is Claxton going to affect like them team winning a lot of games? That
defensively,
tell, you know?
Defensively.
No, I'm saying like, okay, defense is going to carry you so far, but he's not going to like win you like 50 season win games because of defense.
Neither is Ayton, neither is Rudy Gobert.
I'll say like
Rudy Gobert was on a 60 win
again in 2020 he was, but stop living in the past. When you bring up Rudy Gobert to me, stop bringing up past season. I don't give a fuck about that shit no more. You keep bringing that shit up, I don't give a
so
fuck.
Many good past seasons though. Like,
but we're talking about next year. He was a bum last year. He's a bum.
Okay,
a bum.
One good season.
That's one.
Yeah,
Claxton had one good season.
We're equating one good season to one bad season.
Yes.
We're acting like Gobert's gonna play mega ass when he's not gonna.
Well, I believe he is, and also he's aging. It's like Claxton's a young player coming up, learning, getting better. He's not even in his prime yet. He's 24 years old. He hasn't even entered his prime.
Yeah, like the point is like Gobert.
No shit, he's getting better. Rudy Gobert 2 years was great. Like, we could say the same argument. Like
Gobert had a down year last year, and his averages were still better than Claxton's last year. So
I think, but Claxton's impact was greater. Like, he was more efficient on the court by far.
Well, efficiency, yeah.
I mean, even defensively, he was better.
But Gobert's a better rebounder, and he's
okay.
Switch them on two teams, like Gobert would have a better impact.
I'll say they're even, like on defensively. Like
I think Nicholas
KD
Claxton.
and Kyrie played with Gobert. Kyrie would have never left, bro.
I disagree. He's not that good. Hell no.
If you put Claxton on the Wolves, I think like it doesn't make much change.
I mean, you could argue that the impact would be identical, but I wouldn't say that Rudy Gobert would have a bigger impact than Claxton. I disagree. Besides rebounding, I don't think there's anything that Rudy Gobert does significantly better, if better at all, than Claxton. Besides rebounding, I disagree with that too. I think at this point, Claxton's a better defender and a better shot blocker. He's more mobile. He doesn't get killed on the perimeter. He's more switchable. He's only going to get stronger as the season goes. His career goes on.
He's gonna have a fall
So-
off, a big one.
I disagree, man.
I want to see where Gobert ranks in a lot of these.
Yeah, I think you guys are too high on him, but we can let's keep going.
I think you're too low for Gobert.
What?
That was your 8, right?
That was number 8. Nicholas Claxton.
Isaac.
My turn?
Yeah, number 8. You can go 8 while he's looking for his shit.
My eight's Gobert, so.
Okay.
Yeah, we talked
Yeah,
about
I'm
Gobert.
not stroking him no more.
My 8th is my 8th, right? Yeah, it's Vucevic.
Good stuff.
That's-
He didn't make my list.
I'm gonna be very
I have him higher.
consistent
Me
with
too.
my list.
You have him
you'll
higher or he
notice-
didn't make your list?
No,
I got him higher.
You'll
No.
notice one consistency. The
Yeah.
consistency will be shooting ability. You feel me?
too.
Brother can spread the floor just a little bit. Has nice little
He's good
mid-range.
offensively.
He has
He's
good
great.
post
He's great
game.
offensively, but he's
Yeah.
awful defensively.
Defensively, he's a liability, but offensively, he's pretty good.
He's actually one of the statistically, he's one of the worst defending bigs in the league.
that really
I
fucking
mean,
sucks. Damn it! But I mean, he plays.
No,
well.
it's fine. I'm just saying, for
Yeah.
me, I value defense
I
from
get you, I get
defense
you.
from center,
And
so
I
it
like
dropped
that
him a lot
he has
for
good
me.
personality too. You feel me? He's not hard to play with. Like you don't ever hear somebody talking
True,
shit about
true.
him, right?
Yeah, it might. Shit, I might have to put him at 10 instead of
Thanks,
Rudy.
wow.
Fuck,
This guy.
I'm
All
serious.
right, Omar, who you got at 7?
Okay, yeah, let's go to 7.
At 7, I got Aiden.
Oh yeah, huh? What'd you
Okay,
say?
give your 7 real quick, and then you
I
can
got
go to
Aiden
bed.
at 7. Who do you got?
DeAndre Ayton.
Tell me why. Why do you have Aiden at
Yeah,
seven?
let him open his list.
Tell me why.
Well, like I said earlier, I'm pretty positive on Aiden this year because I think one, like some players, I feel like thrive with less pressure, and I feel like players with attitudes like that sometimes will thrive with a new system.
I think Ayton's one of the dudes on
Place.
this list that like I wouldn't be mad at you having him higher just because of the offensive game, but it's like also it's like there's potential he could fall off if he doesn't buy in. So it's like he's very volatile. I think.
But
Fair.
I think that he got his way with Monty getting cooked. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I also
Shit,
think
you're right.
Vogel.
Actually, not unfortunately. He's getting paid so much money now in Detroit,
That's
and he
true,
gets
yeah,
to
yeah.
control
Yeah,
there. So
yeah.
good for
But
him.
It's good for him.
yeah, Vogel's a defensive-minded coach, so I'm hoping and I'm sure that he'll try to turn Aiden into a better defender. Hopefully, Aiden does buy in and has that effort and intensity on defense. Just intensity in general. He needs intensity on both ends.
Yeah, he needs to get some dog in him, bro.
Yeah, so
Does.
hopefully he's been working in the offseason. Hopefully, them
Hopefully.
Suns gym videos like.
Yeah, hopefully he hasn't been smashing porn stars.
I have a question about Aiden and what you guys think of Aiden's production next year. What do you guys think he's gonna do on his new team with Beal, KD, Book, all
like 14 and 10, I'd expect.
and then being like a defensive machine, pretty much?
No,
'Cause
no,
you
hell
don't think
no.
he's gonna be defensive?
I mean, I would have ranked
Do
him
you think
higher
he
if I
should
thought
be
he was
I'd
going
give
to
him.
be.
I'd
Do you
give him
think he should
15.
be?
It would be if he gives
He
you
can still be a defensive like a system player. You know what I mean?
Like an anchor type
If you
player
have a
who's gonna
good
help
if he
system.
can give you that, bro, he would shoot up my list. But the thing is, like, he hasn't shown me that yet, and he hasn't even like. I mean, the year with Milwaukee was like. I mean, again, when they played Milwaukee in the finals, that whole run, that was a phenomenal season. But he's pretty much been declining since then, and partially it's probably because he's not bought in, not invested. But until I see that, plus him actually acquire those skills, I can't really give him the benefit of the doubt. Unfortunately, I just haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen him show a consistent basis. So.
You ready, Isaac?
Yes, I am, sir. My 7th is Brook Lopez.
Damn.
I got Brook Lopez 7 as well.
Damn, we have the same
Yeah,
fucking
you send him
list.
your list.
Yeah, I mean,
Brook
we're very
Lopez has
similar.
a motherfucking strap on him, dog.
He's
You
an
got-
all
you got-
and when
NBA
you need-
defender.
Hell no.
Why is
Yeah,
that-
I mean-
and when you
That's
need
crazy.
Brody,
That's insane
and
to
when
me.
you need Brody, he's gonna come through for you because he's a fucking vet. He doesn't choke the fuck up.
You think he's gonna be
His
as good as
throat
he
is
was last
wide
year?
as fuck.
What?
He'll swallow it.
Let me
in his
let,
fucking-
here. Let me give you. Let me. I don't know. I'm
I'm fucking pissed.
Brook Lopez. So this is numbers last year: 16, 7, 2.5 blocks as well. So right up there with the league leaders. All defensive first team. He's the best defensive center in the league according to everybody who voted.
Last year.
I think he's going to continue that into next year. 78 games played, 37% from three. So he's one of the best 3-point shooters as a big man. Completely revamped his game. He offers you things on the offensive side of the ball. He can still get in the post because we know what he used to do when he was
He doesn't
with the
anymore,
Nets.
though.
He doesn't, but if you need a
He still gets in there,
possession,
gives a little-
I've seen some shit.
He does,
I've
bro.
seen some
He
shit.
literally goes like,
Not consistently,
Yeah,
but
not consistently.
I've seen
not-
plays where he's done that before.
It's not
So
like good for their offense.
Nah, I low-key forgot that I didn't realize he averaged 16.
yeah, he
was
no he.
good. I
his
just don't think
last
he's gonna
season
do it
he was
again.
thugging.
I
This
guess
is his
that's
best
true.
season of his
he's
career.
I mean, he is
like-
old. I'll
he's
say
fucking
the
like 37, right?
Yeah, that's the only thing.
The only
Like
bad
he's
thing is
old.
he is old. old. Like,
Yeah, I'll say the thing is like if you don't like the thing is he is old, but I just don't think he'll drop off that much because his game is not predicated on
He
athleticism
had a really
whatsoever.
big jump from last 2 seasons ago to this season.
last season.
No, I think the season before this he was also All NBA defender. So he was very similar. I think.
2 seasons ago?
Yeah.
What were his?
Oh
I
no,
don't
he
think
was
it
hurt. He was
I was
hurt.
saying,
He was hurt. It's not like he wasn't bad. He was just hurt. He played like 30 something games that year. That's
It
the
was a
year.
big jump though. I think this was
Yeah, it came
his
out of
best
nowhere
season
last
ever,
year.
Yeah.
I
No one
thi-
expected this type of
I think,
season.
I mean, like, the blocks were kind of crazy. Camera's about to die. It's fine. Yeah, the blocks were kind of crazy, but I think the way that he spreads the floor is super valuable, especially on a team with Giannis. You need big men that can shoot threes, especially because Giannis doesn't do that. He's a 37% three-point shooter. He can give you a little bit inside. He's one of the best defenders in the league. Not only we talked about guys like Nicholas Claxton blocking shots, but he could bang down low too. Like he's big body, he's strong, got a wide base. So I mean, he's
bang
one of
when
the
you're
best
stupid
best centers
Yeah,
in the league.
Like you said, age attributes to.
That's the only thing I could say,
Miles
but-
is going to be better than him next season.
Who?
Miles Turner.
It's
I do
funny
too.
you say
So
that.
he's higher.
Yeah,
It's
but
funny
I
you
also
say
think Brook
that.
Lopez is a top 10
Oh,
center.
yeah, obviously you have him higher on your list than I do.
You want to change the thing right now? We could just take it like.
Yeah, let's take a little break.
You want to finish 7s? You think we can finish 7?
We'll get to your 7. You got to
Yeah, I feel like
contemplate your list.
Two more basketball.
Number 7. Let's continue.
My 7, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
7, I have Nikola Vucevic.
Yeah,
I
it's not
think
on my list.
he plays every season. He plays all 82. That's a huge factor because no player in the NBA plays 82 anymore like that.
It doesn't matter. He's the worst
offensively,
defensive big in the league.
Okay, but he's easily like top 3, top
Don't
4
say easily top
center,
3.
center offensively.
Wait, what?
4.
I think
5. Yeah,
it's
5 is safe. Don't say 3.
I think
Not
the top 3 are
Definitely.
locked
Are
in.
you
Don't fucking say
crazy?
that.
Jokic, AD,
And Embiid.
The next people.
Embiid.
and he's
He's
4.
not.
Yeah.
Okay,
Wait.
but he's not top 3.
Offensively, yeah,
No,
I guess
I
so.
would say-
Offensively, he has no weakness besides
Oh,
playmaking. He can
I mean-
shoot the 3 at a high
He's
level.
really good offense. He averages.
No,
over
yeah, I
20.
agree with that. But he's
Yeah,
so
it's
bad
awesome.
defensively, I just can't even put him on my
It's
list.
not even that. He's not bad to the point where he's
He gets cooked. Every big cooks
He's
him.
older too, bro.
okay, but they don't like target him though.
He's
Not
not
so bad.
athletic at all.
He's not. I mean, but what's
Like,
your
also,
opinion?
My
Like,
point just being, it's like a
What your
Rudy
opinion
Gobert,
is, bro?
like type shit. Like where if his defense is off, bro, what the fuck you got you here for?
no, he's
If
really
his-
good
if
offensively.
If his shooting is off,
Dude, he's an all-star because of his offensive
post game
capabilities.
is like he's not strong
He's a
enough
great
to
up-
back you down.
No, he
his
can.
footwork
His
is
post
nice.
game is good.
Yeah,
No, his
everything's
footwork
good
is nice,
offensively.
but
It's
he's
just
not
the fact
strong
that
enough to back you down. He's older.
I don't know, man. It's just like
He shoots 40. He at one point in his
He's
but I
nice.
don't want
He
to be
was
saying
nice.
later, but he was shooting 40% from 3. I think he's the best
yeah.
shooting big man in the league, besides Cap. Like,
Okay,
he's
yeah.
up there with him.
Yep.
I think post wise, he's really good. Mid range, I think he's the best mid range shooter
got-
as
yeah,
a big,
he's got a
easily.
I disagree.
Off the jump, no.
Mid range.
Yeah,
Oh.
SAD.
Jokic,
Miles, like you said,
Yeah,
doesn't play good
Jokic.
on the post.
Wait, what?
Vucevic is easily better
The top
offensively.
tier.
No, yeah, Vucevic is better than Miles
I
Turner
agree with that.
offensively.
Yeah,
but
I think
Miles
his
clears
offensive
defensively.
capability
Shut up.
and his he plays every single game is the reason why I have him at 7. So.
Okay, let's
Good
move.
argument.
Let's go.
Good
Let's go. 7.
Who do I have?
I don't know.
Wembanyama.
I don't know.
That's a good question.
I have no, I'm kidding. For my 7, this is
Check.
probably lie. I got Sengun.
That's crazy.
That is crazy.
Hey man, Sengun got it, bro. He more
Our
skilled,
lists are so different
Hold
for
on,
this
you
one.
more
bro.
skilled than any
This guy.
other people under him. Might even crack up a. Yeah, he
You know
is.
Wemba's at
He's-
10, right?
Fuck, you got me. God damn it.
All
Alright, my list is fucked, bro. Get me out of here. No, but no, I think Sengun's actually like has a chance to like be really, really good coming into the next season. Even though his team is like stacked with
think it
talented
helps him,
players, I think this is gonna showcase his like playmaking even more. Yes, his defense is not like top 5, top 7, top 10, whatever. It's terrible, but I think he's gonna make up for that in offensive, scoring, playmaking.
He can learn too. I don't think.
Yeah, and
I don't think he'll ever be a good.
They got a new
defender,
coach
though,
too,
bro.
so
he'll be like
he might be in
Jokic.
good
I don't-
schemes. He might be in good schemes.
He's not even as big as Jokic, but maybe he could bulk
He got
up. I
bigger.
don't know.
Or he got taller.
Oh, maybe we'll see.
He's
I gotta
fast,
see
too.
him.
He's fast and like slippery and stuff. He's got all the good capabilities.
Whoa.
We got at 6.
Past the slippery.
My
Who's
6.
Yeah, who's 6?
Oh. 6, DeMontis Sabonis. No, I don't.
What?
I have Lopez.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Really, you didn't even make my list.
Yeah, you tripping for that? Brooke Lopez, one of the best centers in the league.
again.
I low key.
But you
got
gotta give him his credit.
So why you shit on me for Rudy then?
I
I think he is
I heard you
gonna
were
change.
in the
Okay.
back of
All
the
right,
shit.
then-
I heard you
then
was
leave me alone with the Rudy
Real
shit.
quick, I'm gonna say this
That
real
was
quick.
last
Rudy has a
season.
longer like.
Hold
That
on,
was
forget
last
Rudy.
season.
Fuck
Don't
that.
say
I'ma
that. Brooke
my-
Lopez is a vet.
I'm gonna say
That
my
was
Brook.
last
in terms
season.
of
I'ma say my Brook
longevity, like,
Lopez.
He has a longer.
I'm gonna say my Brook Lopez thing real quick. He had his best season ever. it's crazy to just leave him off a list of a top 10 center after he had his best season. So I think we got to give him some
First team all
props.
defense.
First team all defense. Isaac said he's got a strap.
Old.
He does have a strap.
Okay, bro, it's basketball. People get old, but
Yeah,
he's
get
still gonna.
worse.
You act like he's gonna drop off a cliff.
I think he
He's
can't
not gonna
block
Do you think
Right,
he's be?
let's
Do you think
see.
he's be? Okay, who's your 10 right now? I just want to know.
Turner. I think Turner will be better than him.
Which is wild.
That's fair, but I have Turner higher than Lopez. So
Yeah. Oh yeah, this list is kind of skewed,
I
but
think Sengun will be better than him.
okay.
I don't think
I mean,
so.
that's the good opinion, but I think Brook Lopez from what he did and what he's still gonna do is gonna give
He
him
doesn't shoot threes and block shots. Sengun does way more, right? He just doesn't play defense.
What is way more?
way more for his
Playmaking.
team.
That's
He
it.
does-
That's it. That ends there. Period. End the conversation.
Point. He can play make. I think he can score at a higher level than him, like in different ways.
How he averaged less points than
Just
Brook
averaged less
Lopez.
points.
Okay, yeah, but
All right,
I think I'm going out.
continue.
so you want me to say my 6 then?
Yeah, go to.
Yeah.
At 6, I have Rudy Gobert.
Jesus
Yep.
fucking
I
Christ,
think he's
man.
number 6.
Seek
because
help.
I think he'll get back. Shortly
That's
said,
a
I
lie.
think he's going to get back to what he used to be. And what he used to be is going to be number 6. And I think everybody on the Timberwolves being better, Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns subjecting as the number 2, will put Rudy Gobert in a better position from a team landscape, and I think he'll get back to that aspect.
You know how I feel about him. I disagree. Cat wasn't even there, and that's not going to change with Cat being there. It's just
next
going to.
season, I think the dynamic changes with Anthony Edwards being the best player.
All right, number 6. This is where I have Miles Turner. He's number 6 for me on the
Oh,
list.
that's crazy.
Yeah, he's number
bro.
6. I think he, especially with the Pacers, I think they're going to be a playoff team next year. I love the additions they
Okay.
made in the offseason. Yeah, so I think you'll see the impact he's going to make on winning next season more so than he has in years past. So I understand they haven't been good, but I think this is the season they take a jump. Tyrese is getting better.
Yeah, you're high
He's going to
on
be
Pacers
there.
players.
Yeah, Benedict Mathurin year 2. They signed Bruce Brown. They traded nothing for Obi Toppin. They drafted Jerace Walker, who's one of my favorite rookies. I mean, I think they're just going to take a leap. They have a good coach in Rick Carlisle. I think Miles Turner makes a big impact with shot blocking and spacing the floor.
That's
And
your team for next year, besides the Lakers, is the Pacers.
well, I just think they'll
gonna
be
be
good.
there,
I'm not saying like, yeah, Pacers go Pacers. If they suck, I'm gonna say they suck. Like I don't really care, but I just think I like what they did, and I like the development that they'll have of their players. So I'm high on them, and you'll see the impact Miles Turner has. I think he could fit on any team. He'd fit right in. He could play with on the Lakers, on the Clippers, because he could block shots and space the floor. And if you could do that as a center in 2023, we all want centers to be able to shoot, and he's one of the better 3-point shooters.
We don't
one
want
of
him
the
to be
better.
soft either.
And he has a good.
That's-
Okay,
yeah.
motherfucker, you could get that though.
I think Rudy's
No,
soft too.
You can't
So
beat soft.
I mean,
Yeah,
Rudy,
yeah,
I think Rudy's soft too, but you know.
I think he is too.
You know who's a prime example of that? Paul Gasol. That motherfucker was soft.
But yeah, Kobe though, like,
No,
come
but
on,
that-
man.
that's-
I won't
Don't
say that
you
about
like
Powell.
that?
That's
Like,
disrespect.
More like Britney.
He's saying like he
When was
he
Powell
molded
soft?
him to be stronger.
There's difference between finesse and being soft. Powell was
He's
finesse.
saying like
Oh,
he wasn't saying he's not soft. He's saying
No,
he got
I'm
stronger
not gonna say
because
Ask
of the
anybody.
presence of
Before
people.
he was
Yeah,
soft,
you could
brother.
say that.
Before he started
That's
playing
why I
with Kobe,
see
he
it.
was soft. Once he got with Kobe, he started trying to dunk down low.
He never dunked ever. I don't ever think he dunked on people, bro.
No, I didn't say he dunked on him. I say he dunked down low. Like this motherfucker used to go up soft.
Layups.
Like, oh,
I
layup.
disagree,
Yeah.
No layup.
I don't-
I disagree.
understand.
I don't think so. I think he's always
I
been
know
nice.
like what the analogy he's trying to make with that.
But-
no, he's always been nice, but he's been a little soft.
I don't think he's been
More
soft. I think he just
finesse.
finesse.
I think, but who's gonna make Miles Turner not
That's
soft
the
no
thing,
more?
that's
Tyrese
the thing.
Halliburton?
You are
I
gonna
don't
need
think.
somebody.
I don't even think he's that soft. Like he's just not the type of center to bang down low. That doesn't make him
He's-
soft, bro.
He's less soft than Aiden, bitch.
Yeah, I agree with that
I
too.
don't
Correct.
Miles Turner doesn't complain at
We'll
the
see.
very
We'll
least.
see who
It's
more
better
soft
attitude.
next season.
You know what?
How
I
about
think
that?
that
I don't see Miles Turner pouting on the bench because he
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly.
at least.
Better
But
attitude,
Miles
bro.
Turner's never been in the position of DeAndre Ayton, like
Because he knows his
winning
role.
games.
He knows his role and understands
But
it.
he's always been like, if I'm losing and I know where I'm at the end of the season, I'm just gonna have the same mentality going into.
What do you
every
want him
season.
to do? He's
If
going to
I'm
demand a
if I have
trade?
a
Like,
chance to win, like if I'm a
you
championship level player, obviously you're gonna feel some type of way about certain things,
You don't
think
think Aiden's like that?
No,
but
I
do
do think he's soft.
But the thing is, Miles Turner's
yeah,
not
but
an
I think
all-star.
they're in different.
I think
There's different
Turner-
reasons as to why
I
though.
think Turner is more of a like he's more of a learner. He'll like actually listen to you. I think Aiden will literally tune you out.
Who's gonna teach
Yeah.
him though?
But
Rick
that's
Carlisle,
not
they
my
got
point.
one of the best coaches in the league.
No, no, listen.
My
to
point
it.
being
I mean,
that it's
depends on
tough
the
to
coach.
find
Maybe,
somebody
maybe.
to
He will.
show
Maybe
you.
Aiden won't, but I know Turner might. I know Aiden won't for a fact.
Yeah,
We've
it's
seen
hard-
that shit.
It's hard to
I
find
mean, we've
somebody
seen Turner
to
for
do
years too. Now he's been in the league longer than
But
DeAndre.
you can't say he doesn't listen to his coaches.
You
Like
gotta-
he's never had a problem with him.
You gotta
He's
be
never
willing to
been like in the
listen.
media
because they've
for
never been in a position to him to have. He's a third string guy, like
Who, Turner?
what?
Miles Turner.
Third string.
He's young.
Yeah.
Bro.
Third string. He's a starting
third,
center.
third guy.
Hey, how old?
Well,
Third guy
yeah,
on the
that's
team.
not. He's not a
Third
scoring
option,
option.
third option.
That's not his role.
Yeah. Okay, but if you know what your role is, like you're not
Brooke
gonna
Lopez
demand for
isn't
certain stuff.
is the fucking fourth option. On
Yeah,
the
and you think
Bucks.
he's gonna all pelt on the bench and stuff like
Neither
that.
is Miles
DeAndre
Turner.
Ayton's the number 1 pick
Yeah, I was saying Turner
with the
How
potential
old
to
is
be
Turner?
a really, really
Just
good guy.
concede.
like
He's young.
27, 25. I don't know.
Just concede.
My fault.
We're talking on every single.
All right, who's your 6?
Yeah, this was 6.
My 6 is also Miles Turner.
Yeah.
It
Respect.
coincides with
Respect,
all my
brother.
shit,
Respect.
It coincides with all my shit. He's like Brook Lopez, but younger, brother. I like it. All right.
That's kind of
Let's
facts,
great.
yeah.
Let's great.
Well,
though.
Brooks a little better down low,
Yeah,
but
that's great.
he is
But
good.
all
Wait,
good,
pause.
but
That's a
still,
pause.
You know, he's younger, so you gotta give him
yeah, he's girthy.
All right, who you got him on?
You got to what? Who's 6 for you?
My 6 is Vucevic.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
wow, that's pretty high, man.
Yeah,
Same
I mean,
reasons as me.
yeah, pretty much. Like he is very skilled offensively, and I think like his impact offensively is just better than the people I have under him.
Exactly.
Like I have Ayton, Gobert, Looney, and Turner.
Well, I guess we see. I value defense from my centers. You guys value
But
offense.
his offense is up there though,
I value
man. Like
defense for my
it's
centers too. Like, but
it's peak.
I think Vucevic's offense is really, really good.
Yeah.
So like it offsets it.
It's elite. You can't tell me they don't think Vucevic's offense isn't elite.
It's good,
out of
but
the center.
his season last year wasn't as good as it used to be.
Team
Like,
sucks, man.
Yeah,
They're gonna continue to suck. Like they didn't do anything to get better.
It's
So
their last dance. You see what he said? He said this. He thinks
yeah,
his team
I
can
don't
make a
know
championship
what-
run.
but
but-
no, no.
He's out.
Yeah, that nigga's wilding. But
Wake up, buddy. Wake
for
up.
number 5, I got Sabonis.
Ooh.
I got Sabonis here too.
I got some bonus here too.
Me too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't have my 5.
That's crazy.
You're a
crazy.
hater, bro. I already know you are. You always been hating though.
I know
Actually,
I
I-
struggled a bit in the playoffs, but Sabonis is like proving himself to be a top big man just in general. Whether he's at 4 or 5 since his Pacer days, like he's been doing this. Like
Underrated playmaker
Yeah,
too.
very
One of the
underrated.
best playmaking bigs in the game.
I think he would be higher than Bam on my list if like
the defense was there.
not even that, but like I don't like how he got worse in the playoffs. Like
Yeah.
that,
I
sometimes,
I think that was because of the defense though. Like they abused him in down low.
that's true, but
He-
you
he
can, but like
hit
even
no
offensively,
means,
he
bro.
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't as good
wasn't
offensively.
shooting.
But I
Like,
think he can learn from
Terrible.
that a little
yeah,
bit.
like I think I still enjoy his game and I enjoy
Yeah.
watching him. So and with the Kings, he's a great fit. They're a
5
great
is a
team.
good
So
spot.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
see,
5 is
Yeah,
a
it's
good spot.
I think it's
Four
fair,
people
yeah.
I had
are worth-
I had
Yeah.
Bam at 5, but I think I made that mistake. I think Sabonis should be 5, and Bam.
Yeah, let's
is
go, let's
my number
go.
4.
W.
Nice.
Yeah.
W.
I'll take that.
But plus Bam's like make
Yeah,
to the
but
finals
yeah,
twice.
But you gotta
Yeah.
take that into
And he
account.
turned it
Sabonis,
up.
like-
Bam turned it up too.
Yeah, he actually
amount of times
cared
we-
on offense.
The
this
amount of times we
postseason.
trash talk Bam about playoffs, blah blah blah. This playoffs, like, think he played very well. I had to give it to him.
100%. I almost put him in front of him.
Okay.
okay.
I did it because I'll get into that.
Rose Clip Farmer.
Yeah. Number 4 then. It's got to be Bam, right?
Oh yeah, it's Bam. Number 4 is Bam.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to
I got Bam at
That's
4.
all of us. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
He turned it up,
Bam,
man.
thank you, man.
You too?
Yep.
Oh yeah, you just switched it.
yeah. So yeah, Bam was also one of the best
I'm pretty sure
defenders in the
opposite-
league.
Well, we might switch here.
Hold on. Yeah. Hold
We
on.
might switch.
But,
Omari or-
Let's
Let-
talk about 4.
Let's talk about Bam. Let's
I
show
like
Bam
Bam
some
better.
love.
Oh. Who wants
He
to give
deserves
it to
Who
him?
wants to
I'll
go?
give it to him.
Whoa!
Yo.
Hey,
I'll give
Say
it
you
to
want to give
him.
him some
All
love?
right, let's go.
I mean, yeah, like we said, like he stepped up in the playoffs offensively this year, and that's what we really wanted to see. We knew he's one of the best defending bigs in the league. He is actually one of the few centers that can step out and guard the perimeter pretty well. Like we talk about,
I think it's because he's not that tall, but
yeah,
that
but
works
I mean,
in
yeah,
his
that's
still
favor.
don't think
works
he
in
can
his
guard,
favor.
like-
He's fast, bro. He's
Elite.
super fast.
Yeah,
elite
I mean, yeah,
players.
he's not going to be fucking Drew Holiday, but for a
Yeah,
center,
yeah.
he's probably one of the best, if not the best, perimeter defender in the league.
he
He
reminds me
can
of
block
Draymond.
shots. He can block shots very well. He's one of the key to the Heat being so good defensively. I mean, it's not like they have a bunch of crazy defenders. It's like Jimmy Butler, Caleb Martin's like okay. So he's really the anchor of the defense. Obviously, give credit to Eric Spoelstra
And
and
the
the
team's not
Heat.
that tall. He has to play,
Yeah.
like bigger people.
He got that midi on lock. He got handled for a big man. So
No?
Yeah,
don't know.
High school.
oh yeah, probably.
You know what? The one clip I remember of Bam. Every time I like think about him, I think about the block he did on Tatum in the bubble.
Yeah, with the
the
fucking-
game it was a game saving block.
Yeah, game winning
That shit was crazy,
When
dude.
he was
Insane.
consistent.
Somebody
It was
Until now,
consistent.
again.
Yeah, until this season.
somebody broke the shit out of him too recently.
Wait, what?
Or like at some point.
Broke the shit out.
Yeah.
Oh,
like, shifted the shit.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
I did not know what you were talking about.
When
for a
like
second.
FIBA or something.
Oh, but I like to say something. I was gonna have him at 3, right? But
Uh-huh.
it held me back. And you tell me if you guys agree with this or not. The
Should be
reason
a- should be
why
a
I
long
didn't
list of things
put
that
him
held you
at
back.
3, right?
I disagree. I don't even have to hear
It's
this.
because okay, but listen.
Can we just
I was
know
like,
this?
it's because
Just
I was
know
like,
the
look,
combo.
look. In my list, I take the playoffs into consideration. like a lot.
It still doesn't matter. I still wouldn't have him at 3.
Like Embiid, I felt like he was gone in the playoffs.
He definitely was bad.
And Bam, I was like, damn.
Honestly, Embiid on his worst day is still better than Bam. I'm sorry, bro.
But I was like, the reason why Bam is like, it's easier for him a little bit is because he has Jimmy.
I can't even entertain
different
this.
games, though,
Embiid
too.
didn't have anybody that could also take that weight. You feel me?
He's
I
good
feel
enough, like-
He's
I
an
feel like
MVP,
if
man.
he
Let's keep it
did,
real,
I feel
bro.
like
I'm
if he
sorry.
did, he would have played better.
But the thing is, like, Embiid has to, like,
There
his
is
skill set
nothing-
is so good to the point where he has to be
Why
a
are you
number one.
entertaining
Bam-
it? Why are you entertaining this?
No,
Well,
what
because
are
I
you
want him to
talking
understand.
Okay, that's
Wait,
fair.
what, you guys
He's
don't-
gotta
Respect.
control it. He's gotta
No,
control it.
no,
Agree
respect.
that
Let him
Embiid
understand.
played
Let him
bad
understand.
in the playoffs.
No, he did, but like his skill set is dude averaged 30. Like Bam will never average 30 in the
Yeah, he
ever.
played bad and averaged 30. So like,
He's
take
a
that.
good
Like, you
defender,
got
too.
to. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's why my list goes.
It's like Bam's cap.
Because I do know that
Bam will never reach
obviously is
Embiid's
better.
level of skill ever.
Yeah, yeah.
I
It's
know
impossible.
Embiid's
And defensively, Embiid's pretty
It's
decent too. So like,
Yeah,
But
I'm
Embiid,
just
Not
saying.
enough
Embiid's above
drills.
average defensively.
like you know who else dropped? Ante because of his fucking playoff performance.
he was hurt.
bro.
But
Like,
yeah,
hurt.
I
he
mean,
just looked bad.
nah,
Like,
he
back
just
to, like,
then he was
James.
injured. But okay,
Like here, let me say, like
He
James
literally was
Harden
not
in
healthy at all.
Houston,
When
James
he
Harden was
played the
averaging,
Nets,
he got he
Did
what?
they get beat by the Nets? No, right? Who did they get beat by?
You're
But
2 years
what?
in the past,
Okay,
buddy.
2 years in the past, they almost lost to the Nets. Huh?
Yeah, but they didn't. They won the championship that year.
Sarah three, like, bang, bang, bang.
They did. They
But
did.
like, let me give you an
KD's
example.
foot isn't
though.
on that line.
Like Harden in the Rockets.
Yeah,
On the Rockets
That is.
regular
I mean,
season-
it is the biggest what if.
Yeah, it
But
is.
Fucking game.
Harden on the Rockets in the regular season will average 36 and then like disappear
Playoffs.
one game in the playoffs, right?
Wait, who?
But you're not going to take away that. Yeah,
One
but
game
the
is
dude's
different.
averaging 36 and players can't compare. Some players can't compare to that.
that's
you
what I'm
know?
saying. His worst
That's-
day is better than a lot of players'
That's why you
best.
have
day.
to have
I get it,
Embiid
I
up
get it,
there.
I get
Like,
it.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I just like his
There's a
hustle. though.
sizable gap no matter how.
Yeah.
bad
Yeah,
it's
and
gonna
you
be.
can't twist it anyway, unfortunately.
Exactly.
But
All right,
now we get into the top 3.
where
Top
we going?
3,
Who's
top
starting?
3.
Yeah.
This should be.
I got
interesting.
Embiid number 3.
Indeed.
I got him beat 3.
I got him beat at 3.
I haven't beat at 3 number.
Oh,
number
let's
3.
go. We're all on the same page. I was.
Let me take this one. I have some passion for
Hudson's
Embiid.
been in it.
I was honestly surprised because I was like, you know, coming off MVP season. Obviously, the playoffs weren't great, but I was thinking maybe some of you guys would give him the benefit of the doubt. But I'm pleasantly surprised that we all on the same page. That, you know, second round Merchant. We can't. He got to show it.
every year too.
Yeah, and I
Doesn't show up.
got the statistic right here because I obviously the convo is going to be between AD and Joel Embiid, and a lot of the conversation is getting injured. But I'm looking at this and the difference in the last 4 seasons, Joel Embiid's only played 30 more games than Anthony Davis. For somebody who gets clowned on all the time, like it's not that big of a discrepancy.
But regular season wise, Joel Embiid obviously impacts the team more than Anthony Davis does.
Yeah, because
I think by a way bigger margin.
He's a better go-to guy, and they just have different play styles. Like Anthony Davis is more finesse, Embiid's more like bang down.
So
low.
is what if for Anthony Davis? We know what we're getting from Joel. I feel like
But I mean,
older. Isn't one old,
Davis should be older,
80,
right?
80
yeah,
is
by a
in
little
their
bit, few
primes.
years.
They're
They're both in their primes, honestly.
80 has a
Right
much
now.
better
You think AD's in his prime?
Yeah, for sure.
much better playoff success.
What else can
at
he
this,
do?
Yeah.
At this point
Wait, you
already.
think AD's in his prime right now?
Dude,
Yes,
we've seen
he's
the best
30
of
years
AD,
old.
bro.
You're gonna get a couple more years of them, and that's it.
So you
Of
think,
peak AD.
so you think he's
Yeah,
better now
couple.
than he
Now
was
you get
with
some
Bell?
more.
I would say so. Defensively,
sure,
for
yeah.
sure.
I said
Defensively,
3 more years of
100%.
peak AD. 3 more years of peak AD.
Defensively,
I think
yeah.
2020 was his
Offensively,
best
no,
year.
but
It's the
offensively,
best.
yeah.
I think,
think
but
one of the best-
there's flashes though. Like there was stretches where he did look better. Like there were stretches where he's averaging like 40 points. It's just not
That's
consistent
true.
enough.
When he
Yeah.
played
But
with
it's-
Boogie,
it's the-
wasn't that one of his
They're going
best
crazy,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean,
years?
what did they
That's to
do?
be one of his best
Dude,
years.
like a lot of players can average like crazy, like Bradley
He
Beal
went to
can
the
average
playoffs,
crazy
though.
numbers and be
But he went to the
terrible.
playoffs for the first.
Be-
I don't know if it was the first time, but he
Dude, he got
2020
swept
AD is the
by
best
the
AD
Warriors.
Yeah, he
right
did.
now.
Well, before, okay, a sweep is crazy though. Man.
He won one playoff series against the Portland
DeMarcus Cousins and
Trailblazers,
Drew Holiday,
and
yeah.
no, DeMarcus was injured. He tore his ACL, but Rondo pretty much helped him. He was going
yeah,
fucking
and
stupid.
Holiday was there too.
Yeah, playoff Rondo was going crazy.
Yeah.
So that was that series. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I feel
So
like-
AD was.
2020
I think
is the
80.
best
We've
AD.
seen the best of Anthony Davis. We'll just see how. We just want to know how consistent that can be.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing for him is just consistency. Like he's the best, if not one of the best defenders in the league.
What else do you want to see him do? Tween, step back,
Yeah,
spin move. Like,
used to.
He already averages 26.
The only thing
28
the only thing he
like-
has to do is just bring it every night. Like
yeah,
there's-
exactly.
Defensively,
Mentality.
he does bring it every night. 50, he had 50
Oh.
blocks in the playoffs, which is he didn't even make to the finals, mind you, and that was the most by a player since 2012.
Yeah, he
and
got
didn't
it.
even make the finals. So that he averaged 25 and 2
I was
last
telling
year.
Gabe, like the narrative on him from last year going into this season is way different.
Yeah, it's completely.
He also
Because
led
of
the
what
league in rebounding last year, which which is like he's been a decent rebounder, but he just took a step rebounding wise. Obviously, the Lakers didn't have center, so that kind of boosted his numbers. But just the fact that he's boarding up so crazy, like getting 20 games,
beefing up and banging down low. Like for so
Yeah.
long, he didn't want to. And I understand, like I think 2020 AD is the best AD still, just because like his skill set was
best
insane.
combo. It was the best combo.
Yeah, like
And he played
offensively-
too. Like,
Yeah.
it was consistent.
offensively and
He's gonna get 40
defensively,
again.
it was just insane. Like I was off the charts, but now like the new version of AD playing 5. At first, I remember like when he was transitioning into 5, he hated it and shit. But I think he finally last year like started coming into his own.
I think Darvin Ham put him in a good position
Yeah.
to succeed. Like, so it's not too much pressure on him.
Damn,
because
who do we have at 2 then? Because we're talking about him so much.
It's
I got
Anthony
AD at
Davis.
2.
So AD at
Yeah,
2.
I think
we got
the top
Anthony Davis
3.
at 2.
After we knew MB was 3, we like the rest is
Yeah.
given. But AD, I mean, I think he's gonna. I'm super high on him this year.
Do you think
he's
he
gonna have a great
takes the
year.
reins from LeBron finally this year?
I-
Will this be the year?
Honestly, I
don't
think
think so.
I think
You
he
think
did
it'll
in the
ever happen?
playoffs. I think
No.
he did in the
No.
playoffs.
I think LeBron is just too like when it comes to his IQ and like what he can do on the court. Like he keeps finding different. Like he can literally just keep moving around the court, playing different positions, different like roles, and still be impacting the game just as much. Like
Okay, I think if you're talking like leadership perspective, I would say
but
that it's
he's
always going to be
I don't
LeBron.
think he's not going to average 20. Like
But
this, he's going to average at
stats-wise-
least 27 this year.
But I think AD's
LeBron?
going to.
yes,
Cool.
27?
20. Yeah, he
Oh
will
no,
average
no, no,
27.
I don't think so.
Want to lock
I
that?
said
I
like
guarantee you.
25.
I
I
guarantee
said
you, he's
24,
coming
25.
back.
I think AD's averaging more points than LeBron this year.
I think AD's averaging
Yeah,
more
me
as
too.
well.
Yeah.
I think.
He
I hope
should.
he does. I hope he averages like 28, 29.
I think he will.
I
No
think
one.
LeBron will average
Not
I
with
don't
that
think
roster.
I
They're not
think-
gonna average 28,
I think-
27, then have Us Reeves, D'Lo, and like all the other players.
no,
Like,
no,
it's
no.
like
I think LeBron's
single
getting
down
like
that.
23 to 25 next year.
That's
Nah,
what I
that's-
predict.
that's way
The
too
thing
much.
that I liked about what LeBron did in the playoffs is like he would
I say 25.
he
is
would
the lowest.
like showcase his leadership by getting other players involved. Like Reeves will have his games, and LeBron will be in the backside.
He's an on-court coach.
He was
basically.
Yeah,
hurt.
exactly.
He
And
was
I
hurt
think
during
that's
the
the best
playoffs.
way for them to win, though.
He won't be hurt.
But you
No,
think in
I
the
don't
regular
him-
season he's going to give in all that effort? He's in year 21, bro. He's
It's
not
even
going to.
that much, dude. Like
a
him
lot.
being healthy alone, like him being hurt, he was putting in effort and still getting. Like I understand, like he didn't average that much, but he still also had 40-point games. But like him, healthy,
So was he hurt?
He had one
Yeah,
40-point
he was
game.
hurt. But him healthy is like just him doing him.
I don't even think
He's
he
gonna
wants
get
to
at least
average
25.
27.
Yeah, me
He's
neither.
been
doesn't
trying
even
to.
sleep.
He's
It's
been
not
trying to
even-
pass the
Bro,
mantle to Anthony
AD
Davis.
for
He doesn't
years.
want to. He doesn't want to average 27.
Dude, but he does it in it like even at the 25, he can do that in it.
You're just saying like his floor is like has
His
to be
floor
at
is
some-
25. Yeah, like his floor is
I think he
25.
can
But
Right,
I
bro.
disagree though. I
No,
think like
bro, when he
for them to be
tries,
a better team, he
him-
has to take a back seat.
Yeah,
to
he
Anthony
does.
Davis.
Dude, 25 is a backseat. I think that
25
will average
is
more.
a lot more. Man.
80 will
25
average,
is crazy,
average
bro.
more, but he's not. LeBron's not going under 25 unless like Reeves, unless they're like all just doing so good.
But you want them
But
to
I
do
think
good.
they
You
will.
want them to,
Yeah,
they have
but-
to
And I
for
think
them to
they
win.
will,
They have
bro.
to, yeah.
25 is high, bro.
Bro,
25
Reeves
is
is looking good as fucking
People-
FIBA.
and
Rui
people
is
thought
going to
that
take a
he
step.
was
We
gonna
still
be
got
like,
Yeah,
D'Lo. He's
LeBron
gonna-
has to take
How
the
much did
back
he
seat
average
and be a
last
better
year, like-
playmaker. Maybe he can say average more assists and put people in better
And like you
positions.
said, he could
Even
do
when
in
he
any
averaged
role.
more
He could
assists,
do. He could
averaged
do
25.
anything. He could
He
excel in
averaged
any
25
role.
and 10 on the year he had the assist title.
When
Like
what was
3 years
this?
ago?
That was 2020.
Yeah, but this is
Damn,
2024. We're going into 2024.
Yeah, and he averaged 29 points last year.
Okay, and where did they go?
Western Conference Finals.
And lost, but I'm talking about to get into the next level,
Like,
right?
okay,
That's where we
and
want them to be.
You think he's? I'm saying going from 29 to 25 is a sizable.
No, but I
especially
think
for-
like
But you
if
said
they
25
got
is the lowest
swept.
he'll go to, right?
Also, they got
25 is the
swept.
lowest
I
he'll
said
go
25 is
to.
the highest he'll go
Yeah,
to.
that's because you're hurt.
I also just don't think he'll care
There's no-
as much
there's-
about the regular season. Like he's not. He doesn't care about that shit
It's
anymore
just-
to the point where he's going
but
to
it's
put in
just
effort to
skill-wise.
score
Honestly,
that
he doesn't
much.
care about
He already
anything
broke
but
the
the
scoring
finals.
record.
I
But
honestly think his role for next season, obviously he's going to try and win games, but I think he's going to get everybody to like literally play better so that
gonna
they're
try to
ready,
elevate
like,
everyone else,
to
yeah.
have everyone like, you know, be like what Austin Reeves did in the playoffs, to be like Rui helping out, to everyone step
Get everyone prepared, yeah.
basically making everyone better version of themselves to be ready. Like for instance, when
he's
LeBron,
got to help Cam
when
Reddish,
LeBron
Jackson
goes-
Hayes, all these guys, Torian Prince that we added, like
think,
Gabe Vincent, like they got to get shots too. Those
Yeah.
guys are gonna get
LeBron
playing
always
time.
gonna
Max
bring it.
Christie's in
I
year
think
2.
if
We'll
you
see
guys
if he
think
can
that
give
he's
any
gonna average
type of.
22, you got to smoke a rocks.
Not 22. I think like 23, 24.
23 to
I'm
25.
saying 25.
I don't think 23 is
But I think the
crazy.
perfect LeBron would be what he did in Memphis. Like when Rui got his,
Against
Reeves
Memphis,
got
yeah.
his,
He was
yeah,
averaging
against
20 he was
Memphis.
averaging 20 that season, or like 22. I remember.
And like Anthony
I know.
Davis was going
130
crazy.
I know
Like
he was
He was
averaging,
averaging
he was
like
hurt.
you
20
just
and
pick your
10.
spots. Like you can notice when you watch a full NBA game, you notice like the big
He was
moments
hurt
in the
and he
game
was
that
shooting
changes
like
the
shit.
pace, like momentum and stuff.
He was
That's where
shooting.
LeBron should dominate it.
Yeah,
Like,
pick his
Okay,
spot. He's
yeah,
a great
because
pick
he
his
was
way.
spots.
hurt and he shot like 1% from 3.
Okay,
If he
he
shoots
was taking
30
bad shots.
Okay, but if he shoots
He
30% 30% from three.
He was shooting bad from three all season.
If he shoots 30% from
Yeah,
three,
he's not a 3-point
but do you
like
think he's
a
gonna do it
dominant
again?
3-point shooter. Yeah,
I don't think he's a dominant. But going from, I
Bron's
definitely
not a
believe he'll
three-point
go
shooter, man.
from fucking shooting like 12% to averaging. I mean, for shooting like 33.
How do you get to LeBron over here?
Yeah, can we get back to Anthony Davis?
It's the Anthony Davis talk.
I know, but
If we talk about AD, we have to talk about LeBron.
But let's get back to the Anthony Davis portion of this.
Yeah.
I think he is going to be the number one guy. Like I think he's gonna average more points than LeBron. He's gonna be a focal point of the offense. And maybe I don't know if he's gonna be like 29 to 25 or anything like that. But just the fact that he's gonna be the main guy we get the ball to, maybe he'll learn to pass out the post. He's gonna get double teamed because he's just that good inside. Like get other guys involved. He will be the focal point of the other team's defense. Like when you get the scouting report, you're gonna be focusing on AD more so than LeBron. Not saying that LeBron's irrelevant, but I think that's just gonna be the shift because I mean I think AD's in his prime. What he showed in the playoffs. Again, all he has to do is do it consistently. Like defensively, he's gonna be there. And I think it's about time. I think LeBron doesn't even, like I said, doesn't want to average 27. He's only been doing it out of necessity because AD's been going through injuries. And the seasons we had, the rest of the roster was shit. There was nobody else to take the load off him offensively. Now we got Reeves, D'Lo, Rui.
Coming fresh into a new season.
Yeah, he doesn't have to score as much because we have more offensive weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So
you want to make better by letting them.
And LeBron's the best passer in like the league, arguably. So it's like
I think Jokic is right now.
I think he's getting 25 and 10 again.
Nah, bro.
All right, we'll live on that. We'll see.
And,
so, number one.
Die by it.
So yeah, we all have Anthony Davis at number 2, and at number 1,
Victor
Wembanyama.
Victor. No, it's
the NBA champion, best player in the world to me.
Yeah,
Nikola Jokic.
not only is he the best center in the league, he's the best player
And he proved
in the
it.
world.
And he would also say that
You're
the
a world
NBA
champion,
is for
right?
world champions.
You're a world champion.
There you go.
And
I don't know if we need to elaborate on this. He proved that he could beat everybody in the league. I mean,
2-time MVP, should have been 3 times
was
to be
easily,
honest.
yeah, should have been a 3-time. The stats that he puts up is insane, and it contributes to winning to the point where they thought he was just stat padding, which is insane. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he
People
did
don't
it in the
watch.
playoffs, 50-point triple-doubles.
Had to create false narratives.
This man's out here partying, having more fun partying
Serbia,
than playing in the
going
NBA.
crazy.
Yeah.
His horses, bro. His horse racing.
Just chilling,
This guy's
vibing.
different. I don't know what's going to stop him.
Serbia, he probably owns it.
Yeah. Going into next season, I say what's going to stop him from doing what he did
He's
last
literally
season.
the only. He can only stop himself. Like if he gets
Yeah.
fat or something, like that's the only thing that can.
I mean,
stop
he already is fat.
Even if he is fat.
Yeah,
Nah,
like,
for him,
Yeah, I guess you're right.
For him,
chubby.
his team depend. Like I guess obviously, like success is team dependent.
Yeah, yeah.
But for him, you know what I mean. Like he excels when his whole team
team
is
is
there.
good.
Like if
Exactly.
Murray gets hurt, if MPJ is
They're
there,
done, yeah.
Like he'll have.
Well,
good
honestly,
he'll
the
have good
depth
stats,
is bad
but-
too. Like they got
They lost Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown and Jeff Green. Like,
Yeah.
and I
And
know
I don't think Murray, or I think Murray will be better, but I don't think Gordon and the other
they
pieces
have
will
no
be
bench.
better.
Their best bench player is Christian Braun, who was just a rookie. So it's
Yeah.
like
So I don't even think they'll repeat, but they'll be good. What?
Chris Brown.
Oh,
their best
that's
bench
messed up. Why are you laughing at him?
That's a 6-man.
I said Christian Braun, whatever.
That is wild though. That is a wild 6-man right there.
Yeah.
Dude, they re-signed Reggie Jackson. The fool didn't even play. Like I don't know what you're expecting.
They still got DeAndre.
Yeah, they re-signed him too. He didn't play
They lost
either.
They lost
Oh, yeah,
Jeff
Thomas
Green
Bryant.
though. They lost Jeff Green
That's what I'm
also.
saying.
Yeah,
He played
that's
small
what
ball
I'm
center for them.
Yeah, so I don't think they'll repeat. So I mean, we'll have our predictions.
They
I
gotta
don't think
hope
they're
one of
repeating
their
either.
like rookies, like Peyton Watson or some shit, just takes a leap. But that's like a lot to ask. I think
Yeah.
from like a bottom of the first
Yeah,
round.
I think
player.
Golden State will take him on next year. An unbiased opinion.
I think that's.
What'd you say?
I think Golden State will
I think
beat
that's
them
the
next
worst matchup for them. But
year. Golden State?
yeah,
I think the
They
Lakers.
worked them last year or 2 years ago.
Dynasty's done, buddy. You
that
didn't
was
hear?
when all those
Dynasty
fools were
overnight.
hurt though.
Huh?
That's when all those guys were hurt.
Yeah, it was, but I think them going small is good for them to guard everybody else besides
We'll
Jokic
see.
and let Jokic eat. Like
I'm more concerned with their bench than anything. They got the starting 5, but it's like
CP. Oh, you're talking about the
yeah,
Nuggets?
the Nuggets. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we'll see.
The Nuggets need like a prime bench role, Sean Livingston on their team, bro.
They
Just
need
come
that Zay
and
Livingston.
dominate.
Why Sean
Zay
Livingston?
Thomas.
Never missed a
Zay
jump
Thomas.
shot, bro. That fool never missed a jump shot.
Yeah, he missed
A
one.
Yeah,
mid-range,
the
sorry, a
mid-range.
mid-range.
100% his whole career.
Anybody else got anything to say?
I know. Shout out to Jokic though. He's
Number one.
Yeah.
just
That fraud
different.
fucking Embiid, bro. Fuck that guy.
Yeah, oh my God,
You
I
know what
can't
I've been
believe-
thinking about
I can't
him
believe
since day one.
I voted for him for
Our MVP.
MVP.
I think
Can't
I might
believe
have
that
too.
shit. I'm
bro.
never doing that again.
Yeah, because we've made our MVP predictions when Jokic dodged the fade.
Yeah.
So that's why you
Yeah.
had him
And
beat
you
over
base
him.
your whole emotion. Hell, man.
No,
Yeah,
I chose
super
Jokic
in the
though.
moment.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I think it was Omari and
I chose him.
Bez.
And the actually like the last week of the season, Jokic was kind of sitting games out because they were
That
just
too. They lost
the
to Houston
first
by
seed,
like
yeah.
20. So.
Yeah, I mean they were the first seed locked up. But we were like, oh, we want to see guys play. It was super
Yeah.
recency bias at that
We didn't
point.
think. No, I don't think anybody really chose them to do what they did, and they showed us.
Plus, no one thought Embiid. I mean, no, I'm not gonna say no one thought Embiid, but no one. Embiid went to the playoffs and shitted himself.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? That was before that too. Like that impacted like
Man.
my opinion. You know.
Change overnight.
Yeah, so we had a vastly different list up to like number 3, which was pretty interesting, honestly.
I think thanks for better videos. Yeah.
I think we'll put up some posts for like the bottom guys to see like you value Rudy more, guys like,
or Rudy
or Victor Wembanyama more. Come on, guys.
I want to ask about Miles Turner too because like I feel like you guys, I mean, like maybe Miles versus DeAndre Ayton or something.
Yeah, that's a good.
That's a good one. So yeah, you let us know your list too.
Rudy Gobert too. You gotta do a bunch of Rudy. We love the Rudy Gobert polls. They go crazy.
Maybe.
I'll stand I'm on a shield for Rudy Gobert. If he plays bad this season, we'll have a punishment for me. This is my guy right here.
Oh, he said it. Hey, locked. He said it. Say locked.
Lots of more punishments going into.
Yeah, we got it. All right. That's a wrap for Balled On Live. First episode back.
Yes, sir.
Drop a like if you are all the way up to this point in the video.
Late night pod.
Comment AD is better than Embiid if you're at this point in the video. You sticked all the way through. Thanks for tuning in. Let us know what you want to see next time because we finished up these top 10 position lists. Do you want to see us rant? Yeah,
top
football.
10 frauds in the NBA. That's a good list.
Should we do 6-man? Should we do players in general? You let us know.
Top 10 assistant coaches.
Season's almost back though.
Top 10 personal trainer.
Developmental
top 10
coaches.
referees. I got the girl at number 1.
Erica Lewis, number 1.
Eric. Oh no, the girl, the one that Luka rizzed up. You know her? I'm talking about.
Yeah,
she's bad.
This guy.
All right, anyway.
End the episode.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.
Before he starts saying something crazy.
See you on the next one.